I'm amassing an army, Gaijin.
Do tell.
I mean, I told you about it. I have a whole lot of robots.
Well, the chat doesn't know.
I know, but I'm excited. Also,
yeah.
I googled magnets on eBay, like armature magnets, and I got arm magnets, which are like Rock Lee training weight wristbands that are covered in magnets. So.
Monty, listen. Tomorrow or some other time, I will hook you up with exactly what you need. I am the magnet man when it comes to 40K.
I know. I found like Magnet Baron has like the joints, but like the shipping is like $56, and I'm cool.
You don't listen, you don't need that, and you don't gotta drill. You just gotta cut off some nubs and put in some magnets, and you're gonna be a-okay.
I'm scared.
No, you'll be fine. Believe. Just believe. Believe in the heart of the armature.
Hell yeah. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Unexpectables.
I'm sorry, I'm very sick.
How dare you?
Blame the wife. She brought it home.
I'm gonna blame your immune system, actually.
Thanks, Mike. You're always in my corner.
Aki, sneeze on your fist to inflict poison damage.
Sure
well,
did.
You know who we shouldn't blame is our wonderful players we've got here today, starting with Gaijin Goomba.
Hey everyone, Gaijin Goomba's kinda here. Twitch.tv/Gaijin Goomba, Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, 7 p.m. US Central Time. We are knee-deep in doing a whole bunch of Next Fest demos, lots of good shooty times. Myco Punk, please go check that out for Sunday. I'm gonna try and get a community thing going. Working on the next Witch Ninja, on Psylocke from Marvel Rivals, and then an Is It Orky based on Doomslayer, so it's gonna be good. I'm gonna mute now.
Excellent. Up next, we got Mark Allen Jr.
Hello. You can find me on Blue Sky at Mark Allen Jr. here on Twitch at Aeon Protect Gaming, where on Sunday, a very tired me will pull himself out of bed and do a 3-hour music challenge stream. It's actually gonna happen this week. I promise. So, other than that, catch me over on Connor's channel on Tuesday for Vecna, Eve of Ruin. Yesterday's episode was wild. Things happened. Things and stuff. You should check that out if you haven't already. You can catch episodes as they get uploaded on his YouTube channel, which I'm sure he will tell you all about. Other than that, if you don't know already, I'll remind everyone, I will be at Anime Iowa last weekend of July, so come on out. That's it for me.
Excellent. After that, we got Zito. Where can they find you? What are you up to?
Well, you can find me on twitch.tv/Zito, where I'm doing a bunch of commissions because Patreon still has not paid me over a week. So that's fun. Yeah, I already have been in talks with them about that because, bills are late. But that's what the commissions are for, is to get that done in case they're still, hazardously late with my pay until I get money from Twitch, which is not until like the middle of the month, like 15th. But beyond that, you can find me over on twitch.tv playing indie games from Next Fest and doing a bunch of commission work on stream and doing an art like little exercise for like writing comics. If you guys don't know what an OCT is, original character tournament, the writing exercise is basically that, but everyone creates a character on the fly and we all like draw the characters out of the hat and see who wins in a fight to find the tournament Superman.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
so
it's
cool.
really fun. It's called Power Hat. I'm gonna be playing it soon. If you join my Discord, you can see how to sign up for the next Power Hat. Beyond that, you can catch me over on my Patreon, my YouTube, and my Blue Sky at Zito is Nito, where I'm gonna post a link in a chat to my. Sorry, I apologize. I'm gonna post my link to my YouTube because I am dangerously close. That my VOD channel is like incredibly close to getting to 500 people, and if it gets to 500, then I just gotta get watch hours on that, so then I can start making money off of my YouTube.
Let's go, I believe.
Well, I'm at like 437 out of 500, and then after that, I need watch hours. But that's one out of the 2 checklists I need done for getting monetization on YouTube. lot of things for me. That's it.
Excellent. And up next, we've got Edward Bosco.
You can find me at Ed Bosco VA on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I'm right here on twitch.tv/Edward Bosco, where tomorrow will be more Metal Gear Solid on Throwback Thursday. Friday will be more MNW Wrestling. Saturday, I am off. Sunday, we are doing that Honor Mode run with myself, Arkalv, Distortion Devil, aka Connor, and Level 1 Eevee. It's going to be great. On Monday, you could see Stalwart Souls and Lost Judgment. And then on Tuesday, you could see Vecna Eve of Ruin over on Connor's channel. And after getting my shit kicked in by Gormagala, you could see me on my redemption arc this coming Tuesday on Monster Hunter. And that is me.
Excellent. Up next, we have our wonderful guest star, Jonah. Where can they find you? What are you up to?
What up? You can find me on twitch.tv/alphaanarchy. I haven't streamed this week because I've been doing a lot of like prep work for Saturday, which I'm doing a 12-hour stream. We are doing the National Association of Voice Actors Day of Play, which I only am scheduled from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., but I am going to be playing Dying Light 2 for 12 hours on Saturday. I'm going to get up and just start playing Dying Light 2 because we are doing charity. It's the Day of Play. So to make it helps you make a difference against AI in video games. Dying Light 2, I did completely organically from toe to tip, all my voice, no assistance from anything else. There's not even a filter on my voice. It's pretty raw. And if you want to come check that out, ask some questions, see the game itself before Dying Light: The Beast comes out on August 11th. Please come hang out with us. I'll be live the entirety of Saturday. And I'm gonna answer questions about the recording process of Dying Light, what advantage there is to recording in person rather than using any sort of like remote or AI work or something like that, and just like the process of doing a AAA video game from toe to tip, from inception to release, and working really close with the dev team that honors actual physical actors. I mean, Rosario Dawson plays the Deuteragonist in Dying Light 2. Like physical, like really physical actors and likenesses and stuff like that. So we're really trying to advocate for natural voices in video games. So come hang out with us. It's going to be great. And I've been meaning to play Dying Light 2. It's going to be the first time I beat it on stream. But yeah, that's twitch.tv/alphaanarchy. Wahoo.
Excellent. And next we have our wonderful DM, Monty Glue.
Hi. I just want to give a big, hearty thank you to everyone who showed up for my birthday bash. We streamed on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, and it was amazing. And I had a very, very good time, and people are very generous. And I appreciate that a ton. It was a lot of fun. There's so many parcels coming to my house now that my dad is on a first-name basis with 3 delivery drivers. So that's fun. Ridiculous. But back to the kind of the schedule, where tomorrow will be Dungeons of the Mad Mage. Friday will be Final Fantasy XIV, which should be finishing up the Alliance raids. Saturday is Phoenix Wright with Shay. Sunday is my day off, leave me alone. Monday, unfortunately, there will not be our next session of Rustvenge as I have a doctor's appointment, unfortunately. However, Monday evening, we have Cold Rock over at Zonos Grimm's channel. Tuesday, you can catch me over on Connor's channel where for Vecna Eve of Ruin. And then Tuesday evening, we're back to it. Keys from the Golden Vault, Redemption Arc time. And then Wednesday, I'm here.
Excellent. And I suppose that just leaves me. And they can find me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Tumblr, Blue Sky, at Distortion Devil. You can find all my TTRPG content over at youtube.com/devils-and-dice-rolls, where several people said Tuesdays we've got Eve of Ruin, and they just are about to wrap up a very interesting section of the campaign here, and we'll be moving on to the next one swiftly after. We've also got Cazador's Guide to the Cosmos. I believe that's on Friday. And we'll be spanning, we'll be trying to remember parts of the Forgotten Realm. As we are on a somewhat of a spacefaring adventure here, and I'm very excited to continuing my character's story. yeah. Friday we'll be playing Guilty as Sock, which if you've seen that game, it's like
Yeah.
Phoenix
So
Wright,
fun.
but everything is ad-libbed.
All Muppets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's all Muppets. It's very silly, and I'm very much looking forward to goofy shenanigans on Friday. But yeah, that's about it for me for right now. This episode of The Unexpectables is brought to you in part by Die Hard Dice.
Dice! I
crap.
scared my cat.
I need my dice.
Die Hard Dice is, as always, your one-stop shop for dice and dice accessories. And if you head on over to dieharddice.com, you can use the code Unexpectables to save 10%. As well, check out our merch store. We've all got all sorts of fantastic designs that can be all sorts of products, including the Gateway comic book cover that looks great on notebooks. We've got the Workout design, which looks great on a tank top. If you're getting ready to go on a workout, let people know you're not walking around. And yeah, we'll have more designs coming down the pipeline before you know it. And as always, we couldn't do this week in, week out without bits and subs from viewers like you. Indeed. We've got Dr. Date Memes PhD, thank you for the 51 months. Grimmum, thank you for the 18 months. Buttons23, thank you for gifting 5 subs to the community. OTB Blaze, thank you for the 30 months. Dr. Dead Inside, thank you for the 63 months. Chehalem Froggy's mom, thank you for the 63 months. Yas Queen Slayer, thank you for the 100 bits. Buttons23, thank you for the 100 bits. Messenger of Chaos, thank you for the 42 months. Phil Lane, thank you for the 42 months. Skylar Wins Dragon, thank you for the 6 months. DRK Gannon, thank you for the 58 months. Irish Katana, thank you for the community sub. And for the 57 months. Draco Choji, thank you for the 63 months. Buttons23, thank you for the additional 5 subs gifted. Phil Lane, thank you for the 95 bits. Shell Hearts, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Gaijin Goomba. Messenger of Chaos, thank you for gifting 10 subs to our wonderful community.
Yeah.
Mikam Pachi, thank you for the 25 bits. Lastel Kreia, thank you for the raid. Renfield88, thank you for the 63 months. Shadow Flare, thank you for the 62 months. Bible Accurate Kobold, thank you for the 63 months. Lastel Kreia, thank you for the 10 bits. Buttons23, thank you for the additional 100 bits. Cosmosis45, thank you for the Prime sub for 49 months. Morthrandor, thank you for the 10 gifted subs to the community. Irish Katana, thank you for the 500 bits. Like Tabuya, thank you for the 100 bits. Nick Vaughn, thank you for the 100 bits. Vorastrix, thank you for the 27 months. Mythical Things, thank you for the 55 months. Deathhawk Down, thank you for the 245 bits. Frozy007, thank you for the 10 bits. Morthrandor, thank you for the 10 subs gifted to the community. Earliest Bread, thank you for the 63 months. Buttons23, thank you for gifting 5 subs to the community. A Man Named Peach, thank you for the 10 bits. Buttons23, thank you for the 200 bits. Drunken Satyr, thank you for the 18 months of Prime. Erwin Elf, thank you for the 200 bits. Camo Black, thank you for the 10,000 bits. The 9 Shadow Breakers, thank you for the 4 months. Ran Cossack, thank you for the 63 months. Morthrandor, thank you for the giving a tier 1 sub to Camo Black. Hosimus, thank you for the 17 months. Erlinea, thank you for the 100 bits. Midnight Road White, thank you for the 59 months. Masamune84, thank you for the 53 months. Versival99, thank you for the 23 months. Buttons23, thank you for the 200 bits. Pit Bulbasaur, thank you for the year of subbing. Faye Raven, thank you for the 100 bits. K-Mac Mon, thank you for the 53 months. Game and Anime, thank you for the 44 months. Shinichi Kid, thank you for the 200 bits. D&D Nerd 100, thank you for the brand new sub. Moff Mendrix, thank you for the 13 months. Dark Lord Popo, thank you for the 100 bits. Shell Hearts, thank you for the getting a tier 1 sub to Shinichi Kid. Or Shinichiki Dix, as some people call it. Zako Duo, thank you for the 63 months. Weed Pixie, thank you for the 38 months. Dark Lord Popo, thank you for the 56 months. Funkmaster Grunty, thank you for the 11 months. Lord of Stars and Slumber, thank you for the 25 months. Morthrandor, thank you for the 5 subs gifted to the community. Glycerius, thank you for the 63 months. Buttons23, thank you for the 200 bits. And Messenger of Chaos, thank you for giving a tier 1 sub to Yas Queen Slayer.
Thank you. All right, well, with that, are you guys ready to set back to the sky?
Yeah.
Because we're gonna fly.
I had a nightmare that my Dragonelle died.
That wasn't a nightmare, that was a premonition.
Bruh.
Come to a world of wonder like no other under the shining sun, where our people gather, disparate but as one. Come see the heroes rising, galvanizing, fighting for the day. Not what you expected, but heroes all the same. Sound out the trumpets, rain down the lights, as magic and mystery and wonder take flight. A world full of danger, always nearby. Fear not, for they have arrived. With song, axe, and arrow, and a bright brand new age, will rise up to battle and challenge the fates. Vanquishing evil, saving the day, an unexpectable journey awaits.
So, when last we left our heroes, Milo, the Azamar cleric, Otho, the shifter rogue, Gaius, the satyr fighter, Kai, the human wizard, Iscan, the lizard folk druid, and a newfound friend in Halva, the lizard folk human ranger. The party has fought against the very storms themselves, facing against a mighty Erisar and finding an audience with a horrid bird hag, she whom which warned the party of Sombra, the undead haunt of a rock, scouring the outer reaches of Volar, and of what lies at the end of the Amethyst Path. The party, undeterred, are still determined to find audience either at Tanriik or at Tempestad, to learn more of this enigmatic path and its enigmatic history. But time enough exists as the party's companion Halva still needs repay his debt by delivering a log to Becky Ostra further east. After staying on a Python pillar, the party remounts their Dragonelle and take to the wind, set to unknown horizons, unknown magics, and unknowable paths. And I have to roll the weather die.
Oh, good.
I mean, you don't have to. You could casually drop it on sunny and clear.
Are any more hags going to have an issue about these weather
we
dice
can have
sending
a
us in
weather
directions we don't
neutral
want to go?
day.
Seriously, that hag needs to put up some signs or something.
That hag
Fantastic.
needs to fucking die.
Fantastic news.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You get an easterly wind.
Good.
Cool.
Hooray.
However, there is a
Go.
little bit of a misty kind of maritime drizzle.
Oh, hate it here.
That's fine. Great. Just annoying enough.
Oh, this is
It's-
fine.
It's very much like I mean I wouldn't know this. I've never really been to like a big like Disneyland-esque park, but it's like, you know, when they have like the misters to like cool people down.
Yeah,
kinda
I mean,
like
that
that.
feels good when you're hot. It's
Yeah.
annoying when you're not.
Yeah, not when it's humid as balls.
Yeah, if
Me
it's
when I
humid
walk
and
past the
gross, you don't want to
broccoli
be
at the
hit with
grocery
water.
store.
Yeah, that's actually pretty apt, Connor. It is the mister at the grocery store. All right. You guys gain the benefits of the long rest after your strange visitation from a bird hag.
Thank you, ma'am.
What's the
you
temperature
awaken-
outside? Is it like hot?
It's like kind of cool. You're going into kind of like autumn at this point in terms of seasons, so it's relatively cool right now, but it's not like freezing cold.
Okay.
I'll say this, like your toes and maybe like your ears are a little chilled, but like you're not like shivering.
Our
You know
what?
what I mean?
Ah, you guys have toes.
Our what?
You guys have ears.
You guys
Yeah,
have
we-
ears.
Yeah. Halva and Iskan do not have ears.
Yeah,
They cannot be
tails,
cold.
fingers.
Ear holes.
Holes.
No.
Poor sound.
You-
Holes
yeah,
are not
just
Do
holes.
not
cold.
talk about my hole.
Listen, where there's a hole, there's a goal. Then let's carry on.
All right, you have an easterly wind though, which gives you pretty good free reign for directions.
We are currently in the canyon.
Yes, the butt cheeks of the
Oh, yeah.
grimness.
The
We are
crevasse.
nestled,
The
nestled
crevasse.
in the crevasse.
Do we need to go due east or do we need to go southward? Somewhat.
We have to go downwind.
Do we see do we see any like residual evidence of any of those like what were they? Those manticore like things that we saw on the way in
Oh,
here? Are they
like-
like still chilling or
The heads on the with the bat wings.
yeah.
You go ahead and roll a perception check.
The Varg
Can all of us
Oh.
roll?
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
No, I mean,
Wait,
we
what
don't
did I
have
call
to
them?
roll perception.
Kiss
Some of us might
Beautiful.
suck at that.
Natural 20.
Yeah, for
Hey,
fuck's sake.
22.
I don't even need to roll, man. There you go.
This is the least important roll of the session.
Uh-huh.
And I will
That's how your
definitely
rolls
not
work,
roll
Mark.
another one. Yep.
Milo and E-Scan, you kind of just make sure you're not followed, and you get the sense that the bird hag did honor her agreement. She did not bother you anymore. You do not detect any more Vargul's.
Cool. Good. I'd hate to send her to a late grave.
And this is a morning, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say our spirits are rather
Uh,
high.
Yeah. It's a relatively clear day. We got an easterly wind.
No thunderstorm.
Kind of let the dragonelles go and get some light warming up exercise while we prepare breakfast.
Heck yeah.
Stretch.
Yeah, get a stretch in. The cat's like, ugh.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, it's that
They
Tom
do
Hardy
some-
song. I'm anxious. With the dragonelles.
No, it's the Dochi anxiety song. It's my anxiety. They start doing the Will Smith dance.
What? Why?
Yeah.
Sorry.
One dragon out turns around to see the other dancing. What are you doing? Nobody saw Fresh Prince? Okay, just me. Got it.
No, I saw it. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. Appreciate you.
Hey, I'm Bosco. I make references from 25 years ago.
Oh my gosh,
I,
shut up.
uh,
Let's play.
Says
Prepare,
Mr. Mandel.
salt
We're getting a
pork
Del,
and
Mark.
hardtack, whatever I got on hand.
You got it.
My rations.
Is there foraging opportunities here?
You could collect some snails. I'd say that probably get 2 rations worth of snails, however you want to like spread those out.
Yeah, can I do a survival check to get more, maybe?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Bwap. Great. Perfect. 11.
As you kind of search around, you are deeply annoyed because you see currently feasting on the sides of the pillars are these giant crabs, but they're in such a place in the churning waters that it's just too dangerous for you to dive down and grab them. The
Okay.
water is too tumultuous.
They're going
But
ham
you-
on those snails, huh?
They're going ham, and you're like, they're so big, like these giant crabs. One of them would be enough to feed everybody, but they're just
Oh,
cleverly out of reach.
They're just
I sigh.
freaking
Crap
massive
battle.
I do
coangos.
point them out to anybody else who may be more capable.
so
But-
Milo will pipe in. Money, I know it's tumultuous. Would I be able to try to fish one crab? I do have tackle.
You do have tackle. They're too big for tackle, unfortunately. Like
Oh,
we're
these are
talking
big
like
ones.
we're talking like
Crab.
double the size of a coconut crab. Like these are big crabs.
crab battle, come on,
Crap.
Ole, 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 ole.
come on, crab,
So
crab.
wait, so
Fuck
guys,
my knife.
is the one we catch going to be crabbiest the thick?
Oh yeah, the thick.
Could be Crabbiest the Eaten.
Crabbiest.
That
the no longer
also
living.
fair.
No, fuck it. I'm
Crabby
leaning
is the consumed.
I'm leading into this bit. Athletics check. Crab battle.
Oh boy, here we go.
26.
Wow.
26.
Okay.
Oh my god, crap
Oh,
battle.
oh my god.
Powerful crab.
God.
Got my fucking
If
knife.
he needs Hemsworth, I can loan him
Oh.
to him.
No, this is like you can't fly down here. That's how bad like the water is.
Oh.
So like you're seeing the water churn out and you see the crab just like eaten off of a rock and you're like, damn, and then like the waves like crash in so violently that if you were to fly down with Hemsworth or the Dragonelle, you would be swept under the water and easily
Got
drown.
it.
Like that's how
crab.
bad it is.
How far down are the crabs?
It's a singular crab. There are not several.
Okay.
It's just
How
a single
far down
crab.
is this one ginormous crab?
From where
Finally,
you
a
are on
worthy
the pillar?
opponent.
Yeah.
Like at least probably 150 feet
Do
down.
we have enough rope to try and lasso it?
You know, lasso the crab.
Lasso the-
in a
the
storm.
crab.
Okay.
It's
I will
not a
say-
storm. It's a
Hilarious.
light misting, and the rope is hemp, so it is water wicking.
Go ahead for me and roll me a cowboy check. No, I'm just joking.
Can we use Geis's athletics
Can
check
I-
if we're gonna throw a rope?
Yeah,
Okay.
like, can we literally try and like craft together an
This-
extra long lasso?
This would be an improvised weapon attack with disadvantage.
But
With
Gaius
me,
is
I
good
could
at
even it out.
improvised. And he rolled a 26 on the athletics.
Oh wait,
been
hold
a-
on. I have an
Do
idea.
we have enough
what
rope?
if? Man, I don't know if I could do that. Actually.
It's been a week. We're full of beans.
I think Gaius has all our rope, right? How much rope do you have?
Yeah, you're looking at basically like 150 feet down is where this
What if I
crab is.
cast ensnaring strike on a rope that
Oh,
you tied to one of my
God.
bows? If we really
I-
want this crab.
That I
So-
think
I
would
really
be
want it.
an art, like a different type of caster ability to like
Just throwing it out
imbue
there.
the spell.
So guys, I just want to imagine that Monty had this entire session planned out for us, and we get fucking like hung up on this crab and trying to catch it for 25 minutes.
I'm sitting here
I
just
love-
like, well, I love D&D. This is not what
Yep.
I planned, but if they want
Mon-
this
Mon-
crab, I
Mon-
mean, they
You
can
want
go
this crab,
for
man.
it.
Monty,
Dilate
let
that
it-
1 hour
let it
that we're
be
working on this
known.
crab.
Yeah.
Let it be known. All I said was, "Can I roll an athletics check to hit it?" I did not wish to push it further.
Improvised weapon attack with the rope. If you want to yeehaw lasso this with disadvantage because of the churning wind and the churning water, and that's just to hit the crab, you will have to try and reel it in. So let's fucking do it. Let's go. You've committed.
Let's
22.
go. Yeah.
22. All right.
With
That's
disadvantage.
you lasso down. I imagine you're on the Dragonelle's back. You lasso down and you basically get the rope around the arm of the crab. However, the crab's legs are gripping. Like this thing has been like bludgeoned by the water several times and hasn't moved and is just
Monty.
eating his salad. Yeah.
Monty,
What if it's salad?
Does this count as a technical hit?
No, it does not. This is just to make the mechanics make sense of you lassoing a crab. I'm making it, like-
understandable. But I'm asked this because what if I proc a fire rune?
for this, it wouldn't work for that. This is not a weapon.
my
This is
Lord
just a
in
hit with a
heaven.
rope. Yeah.
We also don't want to chain it down to the rock. We want to pull it back up to us.
We also don't want to cook it
However-
before we catch it.
As you're holding it, I would like an athletics check with disadvantage as the crab tries to wriggle free of the.
Yeah.
rope.
Wait, if
Let's
he's
go.
on the Dragonelle,
No,
Can
it
the
does not
Dragonelle
affect
help?
this. No, absolutely not.
But
15's not bad.
You're silently
I'm
judging
You-
us and watching us.
going
You
to make this work.
Pull this crab. The crab is like pulling against you. Unfortunately, crabs have a fantastic defense system, which is dropping their claws when they're in
You just
danger.
pull 'em off.
So you rip off the crab's like claw, and it scuttles into the ocean and out of sight.
That's
as-
right. Get your soft ass back to Final Fantasy 14. See
As
me in
you-
losers bracket, motherfucker.
As you reel up the crab claw, you realize just how big that crab was, as the crab claw is the size of Milo. It's huge.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
so the crab alone is enough to feed us. I say breakfast
Giant
well
enemy
caught.
crab.
Yeah.
So,
honestly,
I
that
would
feeds.
say-
So now we can feed Milo and somebody else.
I would say because there's 6 of you, that's another 2 rations, basically.
Oh,
Okay.
let's
'Cause
go.
you have-
Let's.
One claw's 2, the other claw would be 2, and the body would be 2. So
I'm gonna let Kai take one of those rations so that he doesn't have to burn anything. So I'll eat one. I'll eat some crab.
That's
It
very
is-
I know it's
kind
not
of you.
imitation
I
either.
will eat my rations.
I'm gonna
It is
let my
fantastic.
character have some crab.
Correct. I will let them do it.
That's funny.
Yeah, I don't want to stop
You,
him.
you
Kai's
mean to
very
tell
hungry.
me I caught this thing and I'm not gonna reap the benefits of the reward? What are you talking
Yeah, Kai
about?
and Guy,
No,
you
you can have
that
the,
shit.
you can have the other bit.
You
caught
you
it?
and
deep
you and
below
Kai
the
are gonna-
ocean, a meeting of crustaceans changes the very fabric of the destinies of the hero.
I'm
Listen.
getting motherfucker.
Listen, all I want to do is have Milo sing Le Poisson while he cooks his crab.
Well,
Listen.
all I'm saying is I don't see a crab in top 5. I'm just saying.
The
Oh,
only,
oh, what
because
is
he's in
this?
losing
How
bracket,
on earth
motherfucker.
could I miss such a sweet little succulent crab?
Crab.
the only warning
Perhaps
we were
you should have learned
given.
how to read Roman cancel, you little bitch.
The only warning we were given was not to overfish. We've only taken part of the crab, so we're doing fine.
He'll grow back.
Yeah.
It'll grow
Yeah.
back. Those things are technically immortal, right?
We left him with a scar, which is badass for the ladies, and a story to tell. Plus, it's
Exactly.
alive.
The time
All right,
he
guys, maybe we should take
bested
the wing.
warriors.
Yeah,
All
we should
right,
probably
you guys
fly
take
off in a
the wing.
direction.
Where are you going?
To the place that we were going before.
Don't we have
I
to
did
go
ask,
More
do
crab
we-
fishing.
Do we need to go due east, or do we need to go east in a southerly direction?
I need survival checks from Helva for that
Got it.
one. He can be assisted, however.
Are you serious? Sub 10 rolls already. I got an
Well, I guess I'll attempt to assist. I don't know.
All right, go ahead and roll a second roll, Helva, with
8. All right.
advantage. Well, you already have rolled the first one. So the
Map
second one.
advantage.
Oh, wow.
Map
Even
it.
worse. Isn't that
Oh,
great?
Oh
God.
no,
Oh, all right.
We
Helva!
ain't found shit.
Helva, you don't know. You can't remember if it's due east or if it's southeast. You have to guess here, unfortunately.
I have been
Motherfucker.
turned around. It's hard to divine the direction without stars.
The glistening chicks of this valley have me confused.
Yes.
The good news is,
Clap of its ass cheek.
if you
It was
go
confusing me.
due east, you'll move 4 tiles. If you move southeast, you move 3.
So
I
if we
will-
go due east, we could always then just go south. Like
That's
it'll be
true,
a little
yeah.
bit of a sharp, but I feel if we go with the wind, we'll make good time, and then we just go south if he figures it out.
Yeah, I take the counsel from my compatriots, and we do just that. We go east, directly.
Damn
east.
right you do.
All right, so you guys move 1, 2.
2, 3, 4.
Also, Monty, when you
We
get
are-
the chance,
we are-
if you can put one of those towers where the pit and spire of butt cheeks is, I can
Got
only
it.
draw
Correct.
so
Right.
many caves for the
We also-
lesser spires, but
We also didn't have to penetrate the cheeks, which is good.
We didn't. We just kissed them.
thank you.
We just go, yeah, we just grazed them. We took a look, and then we're gonna
Okay.
move on.
As you guys are flying,
Oh boy.
what is everybody's paths of perceptions?
15.
Not a lot.
Let's hear it,
Yeah,
Mark.
like 12, I think.
13.
20, 20,
11.
23.
I was right.
Escan and Milo, as you guys are flying on Dragonel back, you notice something churning in the water below.
Oh.
Stay out of the water.
Something
Hoist down there.
like a body. And as you
A
kind of
body?
perch, a big body, as you perch on one of the pillars and take a look down below, I'd like everyone to make active perception checks, please.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus.
15.
8.
12.
6.
Oh, great. 3.
Oh, God.
27.
Oh my lord.
Kai and Escan, as you look down at the
Uh-huh.
churning water, there's so much white cap, it's hard to make out what it is until you realize the corpse is the exact same thing that you are currently riding, as you see a Dragonel corpse being basically stirred by the violent waters, and you can see Escan with your 27 that it is peppered with goblin bolts in its body.
Ah.
Oh. Without pointing out exactly what it is for fear of upsetting him, Isken will at least grab Halva's attention. We may want to be on the lookout for goblins. Looks like they have a lot of bolts and something down there.
Oh,
Yeah, and if they're gonna shoot at dragonelles, we definitely got to be careful.
You didn't
course.
fucking see it, motherfucker. Get
I
out.
relate
saw
that to
the
the
Dragonelle.
Dragonelles. I feel like they'd be able to take care of. Like they probably have better, like immediate awareness of what's going on than I would.
When Chaparral and Brine look down and notice the body, they let out like it's pretty frightening. It's a mixture between like a cat hiss and like a crocodile hiss that comes out of
cool.
their mouths as they look
Ruffle.
down. Their eyes kind of dilate, and you can feel their backs arch ever so slightly.
Don't death roll, don't death roll, don't death roll!
they know.
However, as you're all looking down at this, you hear a noise. Oh, so odd.
Oh God.
Immediately tries to
It's-
discern direction.
Would our perceptions, would we have seen someone down there, or we didn't even get it looking in that direction?
You don't see anything else down there. You just see the dragonelle. But you hear a voice. The problem is the whirling wind, the pillars. It's hard to place what direction it's coming from.
Another perception check.
Yeah, we're actively perceive, I suppose.
Perception or survival?
It doesn't
I
matter
am
for
better.
me.
I am better at perception, so here I go.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Kai.
20 win.
20.
Okay, guys, you don't have to roll all in the
24?
20s.
What are you talking? Did you not see the 12 and the 6 I rolled?
No, I missed that part.
Clearly.
Thanks, bro.
Eight.
Welcome down here.
Milo, Gaius, and Isken, as you hear the noise, you turn in the direction and you kind of look for a while, kind of looking between the pillars, and you realize why what you found is kind of difficult. But what catches your attention is something you don't quite expect. You look around the pillars and you see a speck on one of the pillars. But what stands out to you is a splotch of red beneath them.
Oh,
Ah,
that blood.
It looks to be blood colored.
And that's where the voice is coming
Ooh.
from?
It's coming from that direction, yeah.
We say.
Oh, guys, comes this way here.
Up,
do
point
you,
out.
do you see anything?
Eye down there. Something's bleeding.
Do you point it out to Kai?
Yes.
Yes.
Kai's going to cast Fly on himself, and he'll jump down there.
All right.
We are... Okay.
As you fly down, churning water kind of echoes above you. You're just out of the reach of the ocean. However, as you make your way down to a pillar, you see hanging on for literal dear life a halfling. The splash of red, thankfully, is not blood, but instead a red flag on kind of a rope that they're clinging on to and hanging on to the side of this pillar with. However, you see that their right leg is completely mangled. And they have two bolts on their shoulders, and yet they are holding on. Water is churning up and splashing onto them. You see that they're wearing like orange inlaid goggles. This appears to be not just anybody, but a Voladores, a actual Dragonelle rider guard. Specifically, based on his attire, he's a scout.
I mean,
okay.
Kai diving down on his own, Isken is still going to kind of motion to Halva that we should move down to assist.
I
As
put him
you
in a
move
pretty
the-
low orbital, like holding pattern. The Dragonelles kind of circling around this, maybe like 30 feet away from them, 40 feet away from them.
Yeah, if you get any lower, you risk the Dragonelle getting caught by this water.
So
Even Kai,
I-
you are getting drenched and
Yeah.
occasionally losing some
I-
altitude.
I have a question. Is because it doesn't specify it in the spell. If he were to cling on to me, would I still be able to fly?
Oh
up?
yeah, absolutely yes.
Okay. Then Kai is going to move a little bit closer, and he's going to call out against the crashing of the waves, I assume, below them. Grab onto me! I can get you up!
He reaches out with a hand, and you can see his hand kind of buckle as there are bolts and slash marks on it. He is bleeding. But
Please, take it easy.
as you fly down, I would like you to just quickly make me a medicine check, just real fast.
Sorry, who's making the medicine check?
Kai, because Kai is the one
Kai's
grabbing an
making one?
injured
Okay, cool.
person. Yeah.
All right.
The rest of you
Then
aren't near this. The rest of you are flying
13.
up. Okay. Kai, you managed to kind of maneuver in a way where you can grab him. He is smaller than you. He is a halfling, but
Yeah.
he's very injured. You notice
the-
too that
Mhm.
he is bleeding out of his head, that there's a head wound that is like streaking blood down his face. And as you pick him up, he just goes limp. Like the exhaustion just hits him and he goes completely limp. You don't know how long this man has been there for, but his fingernails are like red and like bleeding. His body is soaking wet. He is pale as a ghost as you grab him and you fly up to a pillar with him. He looks to be a younger halfling, maybe around your age, Milo, but he's definitely a Lightfoot halfling and he's wearing the Voladora's attire. And yeah, he's absolutely fucked up.
As Kai's flying up, Milo, you're gonna need some homemade tourniquets. I got someone.
I'm gonna get on Hemsworth and head down to him.
I'll say we meet about halfway, but you'll see Kai trying to pick him up. And as you come closer, he'll actually lay him on Hemsworth to hopefully like not do anything. Kai will kind of look at you. He's got a couple of different lacerations, probably from arrows, bleeding from the head, and I don't know about his spine. I just had to get him out of there. He wasn't.
Kai, I got it.
Okay.
Milo,
just
medicine
gonna lay
check,
him down.
please.
Is there
Otho
any-
checking the surroundings right now?
All right, roll me perception checks, Otho.
I'm going to shift.
Okay, you got it. Medicine check from Milo, perception check from Otho.
14.
14 as
Double
well.
14s. Otho, as you keep an eye out, you don't see any signs of any goblins. You don't know when this happened, so it's hard to tell. I will say because you also notice the body of the Dragonelle in the water, like that body's been down there for a while. And looking at this man, he had to been holding on for a very long time. I would say, Otho, as you look around, you get the sense that this attack occurred during the night. And as this is now midday, you have no idea where the assailants are, but you do not see them nearby. Milo, as you look over this man, it is a miracle that he is alive right now. One of his legs is just like, sorry, this is gonna be graphic, I apologize in advance. One of his legs, the joints and like the bones are so fucking gone, it's like gelatinous almost. Like the entire leg is just like completely unjointed and is probably has to be amputated. The other leg doesn't appear to be moving at all. He has a giant head wound where he probably hit his head at some point. The fingernails are probably from him holding on for dear life for so long. He definitely has been exposed to the elements for an extremely long period of time, and he is fraught with fever, and yet he's still held on. And the two bolts in his shoulder went all the way through, and they are clearly goblin bolts for sure.
All right. First of all, I do have a medicine kit. I do want to blow one of those charges on that because I know it's going to take
Got it.
more than just regular healing for that. For the fever, I'm going to drop a lesser restoration to try and counterbalance that infection. And then if I can just get him a bit more stabilized, I will. Where is it at? I will healing hands him.
Okay. You get the sense, Milo, the leg needs to go.
Right. Is there like a flat surface on a spire? Is there?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're able to get on a flat surface. I imagine, Halva, you can set up a tent really quickly just to keep this guy out of the fucking rain.
Or like use one of the Dragonelle's wings or something like that to...
Yeah, absolutely.
Gaius, I'm gonna need your help.
Very well.
We gotta take off that leg. It's just gonna get infected and get even worse. I need you to be very careful, very delicate. He's already out, so he's probably not gonna feel it.
I like to imagine the camera just pans over to Gaius wearing full surgical attire.
Clear. Sterile. Don't touch me, I'm sterile.
This is finally my time.
Does anybody have any alcohol?
I do.
Oh, you're a miracle worker then. Can I use some of it?
I handed my bottle of ale.
As soon as he's able to get that leg off, I do want to sterilize it and wrap it if I have to blow another of the kit charges I can.
I would like medicine checks either from both of you or give one person advantage.
I will
It's your
give
choice.
advantage.
Yeah, I have a +8 to this.
Yeah,
Alright.
give advantage.
Yeah, 25.
25.
Damn.
It takes you about probably a few hours, just the process. You don't want to kill this man by putting him to shock, but you tie off the leg.
Mhm.
You immediately suture the wound. You use your healing magics to. Isn't it so convenient having magic that heals you?
Yeah,
I
for
will
real.
say if you can mark off 2 cure wounds spots, like slots or healing hands or healing word slots, please, just to save this person, that will be required to do this.
Okay, so I've got the
Doctor.
heal. The heal on hands is 3d4. Do you want me to write off a spell on top of that?
Yes.
Okay.
You need 2 sources of healing to get this guy through this, basically.
Easy peasy. Got it.
Yeah. Gaius, you just go and you just hack that leg off.
Yep, hand axe it.
Yeah, it's
You just made me think of Dr. Barber, Monty. What do you think, Dr. Barber? Are you able to do surgery? Yes.
Milo, you also break off the heads of the arrows and pull them out of the wounds and immediately suture those as well.
Mhm.
The head wound is definitely the most concerning. You don't know how hard he was hit. As you tend to it, there is like a gash on his forehead. But you assume, however, he fell. Looking at his body with that medicine check, this man fell probably at least 100 feet, potentially more, into the water. The water lessened the drop, but his leg clearly hit something when he fell. And the water probably churned him. His head got hit, but he somehow managed to climb up a rock and stay there. You get the sense he's been in this condition, especially considering his current condition, for at least 5 to 6 hours.
Jeez.
Jesus.
Like, he was holding the fuck on.
Has he stabilized? Does he still have fever?
His fever is still there. I mean, this body's in shock with everything. He's not conscious, though. He is still unconscious and still fucking just not responsive. He's alive. He's breathing. You detect a heartbeat, but he's not conscious right now.
Okay. I wasn't sure if a lesser restoration would actually stabilize a fever or not.
Not really.
Okay.
It's really
But-
just like the temporary conditions. You'd need,
Okay.
I think,
Yeah.
regular restoration.
Gotcha.
Doctor.
You see a little image of Aya from Hearthland just going, "Oh, plenty of bed rest," and like kind of explaining some medical stuff you discussed in the
As I'm
past.
sweating over this.
Yeah.
Give him CPR, he'll be fine.
Monty, I have a strange question while they're stabilizing him. Have I ever heard either of the Dragonels speak at all in any kind of language?
They
Or do
don't
they
seem
just
to
make chitters and
talk,
glows?
but they seem to
Okay.
understand language. They seem to be understanding of language, and you've seen Halva and them interact as if they almost understand each other perfectly, but they themselves do not have humanoid speech to them.
Got it. Okay, that answers my question.
Well, guys, I think he's going to be all right. He's going to need a lot of rest, though, which means we're going to have to stay behind for a bit.
And we've done our
Is his
day of
spine okay?
travel here, right? This is
halfway
We're
through. You find this
halfway
man.
through.
Half. Oh, we
Yeah.
found half, so we had to stop here.
Yeah, you found him like right here.
Holva, do you know where there's a nearby city of some kind or pillar?
I think do I? I mean,
Well,
this is pretty
Capsized
uncharted
Perch is where
territory,
you
right?
guys are going. Yeah.
Mhm.
If you had to guess, Halva, given your knowledge of this place, he's probably from Capsized Perch.
Okay. Knowing what I do of the area, he is probably a guard of capsized perch that may have strayed from his patrol or gotten assaulted. We could take him back. They may be able to help him more so than we.
That was exactly my suggestion. We can only do so much out here with the makeshift med kit.
And I take a look at him and I'm like, we should probably go quickly.
You feel like sitting ducks out here. Otho, you get the sense you're very exposed right now.
Otho's just staring at this man.
We
Just
should probably keep him on the. We should probably keep him on the carpet, Milo, just so that it can let him lay down.
No, I know. I was going to stay with him, actually, and fly it.
Yeah, it's probably smart. Well, let's get out of here. Come on.
Monty, I'd like to keep him at least somewhat covered to try and keep him out
Yeah.
of the elements.
I imagine you guys take some bedrolls, some blankets, and kind of just wrap him up a little
Yeah.
bit.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, because he is a halfling, easily it's kind of a little demeaning. But easily one of the larger individuals like Halva or Gaius or Escan even could like
Here,
hold
you can
on
use
to
my
him.
body. I mean, bag.
Body bag?
No, I didn't
Your
want to
body
say.
bag. Body bag.
I should be small enough, and he should be small enough to. We should both be able to fit on Hemsworth.
Yeah, I think it was 200 pounds was the weight limit.
Oh, if I want to go 80, I can go half that and take twice the weight.
Oh, then yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go slower, but
That's
yeah, we
fine.
can do it.
We're already almost there, right? So we only have like a couple more
Yeah, it may
squares
just take a little
above
longer.
game. Yeah, so we'll just move as many squares as we can and hopefully get there.
I was gonna say, is our plan then to like push through the night?
I think we
I
should
hope
get there
not.
as soon
Long
as
as it takes.
possible
Shouldn't
because
be the
we
whole
don't
night.
we don't want to camp out here if we can help it, but we also really can't travel very well at night.
Yeah, remember the goblins have advantages at night.
Yeah,
to fight.
that's their time. So
I
we
mean, the
just get as
question
close
is,
as we can.
is speed to get him there more important than the safety of only traveling during the day?
It depends
That's
how
really
many
the
squares away we are. I don't know if we know that information or not.
I don't know that we do.
Do we, Monty? Do we know how many above game squares it is to the city?
You failed your. You don't know. You're
Gotcha.
not sure.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah.
Then we move as fast as we can until nightfall, basically.
All right. As you carry this man and continue on Dragonel Wing, eventually you find the sun begins to sink past the horizon, and you find yourselves on a pillar. However, as the sun begins to sink, the eyes of this individual begins to flutter open. Who has him, by the way?
I
Just
have
confirming.
him.
Milo does.
Well, you're too small to hold him. It would have to be someone else, Milo.
I would
No, he's not-
have him.
I
I have
could.
him on Hemsworth.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, he's on the carpet
fair
laid out so that we don't move him because you don't want. If
Yeah,
his
so he
spine is
doesn't
messed
get
up, you don't want to
jostled.
move him.
enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough. Milo, as you guys get probably like the sun is beginning to set, his eyes kind of flutter open. You notice that his head's a bit swollen from the impact or whatever he received,
Mhm.
and his head kind of lolls over towards you. And he speaks in a language that you don't understand. But you can hear half of Halfling in it. You realize this is the Volar language that you just don't understand. However, he is
Do
conscious.
I-
He's speaking, but it's very strained.
Can I try and like
Do I
translate?
hear? Well, I was going to ask.
Volar?
Am I close to like we're all flying together, right?
Well, Milo's flying on Hemsworth
Oh,
alone
right.
now.
But
So,
we're pretty close, right? Like if I were to be like, "Hey, move over so I can get to Milo real quick."
well, none of you
Um,
notice this because only Milo notices it. Right
Oh, only
now,
Milo sees
so.
him talking. Got you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cast tongues.
Cast
There you
tongues,
go.
okay. You cast tongues on him, I'm assuming.
Yes.
He speaks out in a strained voice. You have to warn them.
Oh, slow down. Warn who?
He kind of strains, his eyes kind of wincing at the light. A second.
Mhm.
The Krevs. The Krevs. The goblins are going to attack.
The goblins are going to attack the what?
Krevs?
Drkrevs.
Oh, Dirk.
Drkrevs.
You're gonna have to
Which
spell that
you
for
would
me.
know is Capsize Perch, where you're going, where you're trying to get to
Oh.
right now.
Cap size perch. Is it done?
All right. Understand. Just stay down and relax. You took a lot of damage.
Luca. Where is Luca?
I'm going to make the assumption that that's the Dragonel and say, I'm afraid they're gone.
You watch as he, like, the eyes wince shut and tears begin to well.
Oh,
I try to put a hand on his shoulder to keep him comforted, and I will shout out, "Guys, hold up!
What's up?
This guy came to. Apparently, the goblins are going to attack Capsize Perch.
What?
When?
I'm assuming tonight."
Give it.
As you guys
Kind
kind
of-
of find a pillar and all of you kind of land your Dragonel and you all sort of stand. It's kind of hard to fit everybody on the top of an average pillar, but some of you stay on the back of the Dragonels, others kind of stand as you bring the halfling over. He is conscious. You give him some food and some water, which he devours. And he looks up and he speaks to you. And all of you understand the language he speaks. However, Halva, you recognize that this is the Volar language. He doesn't seem to speak common. He's very young, probably no older than you, Milo. And he kind of looks up and goes, "I am Gabriel. I'm from Capsized Perch. I'm a cadet in the Voladores. My father was our commander. We're a scouting brigade."
What happened to your father?
He kind of looks down at the ground.
No.
"We have an informant with the goblins. They feed us information about attacks. We met with the informant, but both he and my father were killed."
I'm so sorry.
"I do what we must to protect our own."
What information do you have about this strike tonight?
Bugbear. He has been gifted with a new giant bat, the vampire bats. To prove his worth to his chieftain, he's set to attack Dracrevs. Burn the top ship to cinders, and pillage anything that is left. He has an entourage of many goblins and batriders.
The Krebs
He looks-
is cat-sized perch.
He kind of looks around to where you all are. "It is due south of here." He kind of points in a direction.
Fuck, we
And
did
there-
go the wrong way. God dang it.
Yeah, you guys didn't overshoot it, thankfully, but you went slightly the
East
wrong
instead of
direction.
southeast.
Yeah.
So they're not attacking the place we're going. They're attacking the place that's out of the way.
No, they're going to the place
No,
that
they're
you guys were
attacking where
heading
we're
to.
going.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I heard
Yeah, yeah.
cat-sized perch, not cat's
Yeah.
eyes perch. Okay, my bad.
It's
Okay.
capsized perch, which is Dirk
It is
It's
capsized
capsized. Yeah, capsized perch is where you guys are going.
How far are we from there right now?
He kind of looks. He goes, "If there is a favorable wind, we could get there in the morning. If the wind is against us, it would take all day."
And when is this attack supposed to happen again?
"We do not know. They said in the next few days before they were shot with an arrow and killed, and we attempted to flee."
The bugbear still lives.
He does, yes. He was one who made the order. He followed the goblin, the informant. He must have caught wind of their treachery.
I know you want to rest, but we have to travel.
No, I know. I cannot abandon my people, not when so many... Not that when so many people have sacrificed themselves to make sure that Dracrevs does not fall. The goblins have an intention to take it as a stronghold, a point of power to pillage all neighboring areas.
We will not let them.
I can help guide you. Put me in the leading dragonel. I can point the way. I know this area very well.
I nod to Dragonel. Which one? Who would be
Yeah,
leading?
this-
Is it Chaparral?
Probably Chaparral.
Okay, I nod to Chaparral to kind of like help pick up this halfling, and I say to him,
Your father will be avenged.
Aspa has taken my father and my leg in exchange for this chance. I will take it. I will take it. You watch as he kind of, in very pained, sits down on the dragonel. He definitely needs someone to hold on to him because he's like not.
Keep me there. I'll keep him steady.
You
Yeah,
got
that's
it.
probably smart.
and I'll look to everybody else in the group and say,
These halflings are spread out throughout the spires, with different encampments, cities, traditions. But they are all family. They are all connected. And we have all done favors for one another. This city's defense is now our responsibility.
We'll do whatever we can. We just got to get there.
I mount up.
All right, you guys
Burning
are
on.
flying through the night.
Yep.
right.
Really quick, I'm gonna burn my Pearl of Power to get my 3rd level slot back.
You got it.
There you go.
Otho's just wordless, stern face going to mount the Dragonella he's on.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm here for it.
Yep. This makes perfect sense.
As you fly, the rain subsides and stars begin to fill the air. The chill of the wind cuts at you, and you begin to become paranoid, seeing eyes in the dark, hearing the flaps of birds as the flaps of giant bats. However, as you travel, with the assistance of Gabriel, because he is from this region, you manage to make your way at about midnight. I would like everyone to roll me Constitution saving throws real fast for the lengthy travel, please.
Con saves?
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
Hey, there's a 20.
Nice.
19.
That's a 15. I'll take that.
Nice.
19.
Oh my god, you guys.
Okay.
Stalwart. We are focused.
The roll for Gabriel.
I guess you could say we are some stalwart souls.
Gabriel's
yeah.
a fucking
Tee.
what a fucking champion. He rolled a natural 20, so he
Damn,
already
he
has
is ready.
Gabriel.
Nevertheless,
he's
he
on-
persisted.
The adrenaline rush is fucking real. Holy
With
shit.
exhaustion
yeah.
levels? What a
Yeah.
Chad.
Hell
What an
yeah.
absolute Chad. Oh wait, does he have disadvantage at level 2? Shit, I can't remember with exhaustion.
Yes, he would have
Exhaustion
disadvantage
level
on
2 is a disadvantage at saving throws
Oh.
and attack rolls.
Then he has to reroll, my bad. Still
Natural.
really fucking good. He rolled a 16, so he's fine.
Nice.
Cool.
Alrighty.
Mark, you need a roll con save, bud.
Yeah, roll
Sorry.
con save for us, Mark. Did we get one from Halva? I don't see one from Halva.
Sorry, con save. Please be above 10.
Please.
Okay, cool.
That is above
Hey.
a 10. Hey,
Very good.
everybody.
We got such low con saves in this party. Except
We
for
really
you.
I mean, yet and yet
Speak for
Wait,
yourself.
my side.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
determined
I said except
by determined by the threat of an attack upon innocent people, you fly throughout the air, and the sight you see in the nighttime dark is one that catches your breath. Halva, you know Drikrebs pretty well, as you see what appears to be 3 giant pillars, and wedged from top to bottom are various ship vessels. Upon the top is perched a singular large vessel.
Shipwreck Cove is a fortress.
It's not like a pile of shipwrecks, it's like a stack of shipwrecks.
Yeah.
And you can see light filtering through, as well as light filtering through the neighboring pillars that act as a sort of, perch, more or less. The best way I can describe it is, I'm going to draw it out here just, sorry podcast listeners, but I'm going to draw it out here really fast. You basically
We
got,
talking
like,
Limsa?
not Limsa. So you got
Okay.
pillars here, right? You have a pillar in the back,
Mm-hmm.
basically. And you have a boat, like, up top here, and then you got other boats wedged all
Oh,
underneath.
cool.
Cool.
Naturally, they seem to have caught themselves into this particular space, as nearby is just churning whirlpools of water. And it seems that anything that has come through here is probably end up either completely bludgeoned and turned to splinters, or has lodged itself, or had been intentionally added to the conglomerate of ships. It is a narrow pillar of ships. It's not like there's a ton of them, but it is a very tall pillar of ships.
Oh, it's a Jenga tower of galleons.
Basically, the most of them are like small vessels, skiffs and more like travel vessels. However, the top ship is a large galleon ship. It is a very large vessel, which you can see a lot of people moving around. And as you kind of fly in, the main sort of dock, quote unquote, of this ship appears to be on the top of that ship. However, as you kind of rise up into the air, you notice kind of docked around the top vessel is just a shitload of air balloons. And notably, these are not traveling air balloons. They are house air balloons. You see that there are little homes tied to giant balloons tied to the top mast of this big ship at the top. One of the sites that kind of sticks out to you is there's kind of a wizard tower that is being held aloft by a myriad of balloons. Halva, you kind of know that location. You know that to be the home of what is known as the Balloon Wizard.
That tracks.
Oh yeah, we have to see him.
The fucking
Dude, I
balloon
love the
wizard.
We
balloon
have
Sign me
to
the
see the
fuck up.
balloon wizard.
Wizard.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful
He has-
wizard of balloon.
Many spells involving balloon animals.
Do we know where dragonels are to, or where the like the guard, for instance, would perch their dragonels?
The dragonels are perched on either top of the pillar. However, most of them tend to be at the top ship, basically. That is kind of the military outpost. Dragonels themselves house on the actual stone parts of the pillars.
Okay, we have
There
an
are little
emergency,
caves
so
there
I'm
for
gonna
them.
go straight for the galleon.
Yeah, absolutely. As you land, immediately you see kind of a heads turn. You see other voladores they're keeping an eye out. However, as you land, you are immediately met with a human woman wearing similar to you, Halva, an extremely beat up admiral's jacket.
Oh, cool.
There's a scar across her face, and she has like a peg leg, and she has a giant cutlass at her side. And she kind of looks up at you, and you recognize this woman.
Oh,
She's known as the Admiral. That's her nickname
The
here. The Admiral, yeah.
I kind of fall off the dragonel and grab Gabriel, right?
Yeah.
And grab Gabriel and run up to the admiral. And is there any sort of decorum that I need to approach her with, or?
Not really, no. As
I run up to her.
She looks up at you and she kind of smiles, but then she notices Gabriel, and immediately that smile fades. She's probably like a late 40s, early 50s-year-old woman. Her eyes have so much age behind them, and her hair is tucked back into kind of a messy bun. And she immediately moves forward and goes, Gabriel, and she moves forward and kind of grabs him. And Gabriel is like, ma'am, they're going to attack. The informant was killed. And her face grows stern. When is the attack supposed to happen? I do not know. We came in as quickly as we possibly could in case it happens tonight, but we are not certain. She kind of looks very, kind of cautiously towards you. And Gabriel, kind of raises a hand to her chest and goes, they are friends. They are, I believe they are the Azores. And she kind of nods. And she lets out a sharp whistle as you see now the population of this particular spire is not halflings. It is a mixture of halflings and a lot of variety of individuals. As you each dismount your dragonel, you see scurrying about the top of the deck are giant ballista, probably once part of several different ships, now mismatched together. You see cannons with very few munitions, and you see various individuals. Otho and Kai, I would like you to roll me a either insight check or history check of your choice.
Pardon?
Yep.
For it.
I'll do. Do you want to do insight? I'll do history. See if we get different stuff. Oh, that's a history. Never mind. 12. Fuck.
Otho got a 20. Connor, are you there?
Yes, he did.
Yes.
Okay, sorry, you were quiet. Kai, as you look around, these cannons and these ballista, some of them are from Bernaralian ship, some of them are from pirate ships. There's a mix here.
Ooh.
Otho, as you look at the Admiral kind of giving orders, you have this strange childhood memory
No.
of being at a fancy party with your mother. You were 5 years old, and Oslamir Harland had a first mate
Oh no!
Oh,
who went
okay.
missing
Oh.
many years ago, shortly after that dinner party. And you blink twice and realize her Admiral jacket is that of Oslamir Harland.
Oh my god.
You recognize this woman as Marnie Cuthworm.
Marnie Cuthworm?
Marnie Cuthworm.
Yeah.
Marnie Cuthworm?
Marnie. I'll spell it out for you.
Oh, I was so close.
the moment she takes command of the situation, you just see it immediately.
I think Otho would approach.
Does
I
Otho
get a
have
tourniquet on
reaction?
it. Everyone, I want to double the guard. Keep an eyes on everything. Keep the scouts inwards. We need to pull them in so that no one gets picked off. Move! And you see her kind of commanding people, and they go, "Yes, ma'am!" And they watch as they take off.
I tell Rhyme to go and help
Okay.
as much as they can. And Chaparral.
Brian and Chaparral take off the side and begin to fly in the darkness. She turns towards the rest of the party and goes, "I must thank you for saving Gabriel.
It was
It's
the
a
least
shame what
we could
happened
do.
to it. It's a shame what happened to his father. He was one of the best scouts that we had. It is
You're
a
Monty
shame as
Cuthworm, aren't you?
she looks at you and kind of tucks her head back and she narrows her eyes and she goes, "Wait a second." Scowl.
Otho rolls his eyes. I am Otho Valentinius.
There it is.
You are Brutus's son.
That's right.
Were you also marooned here?
No, we are here on our own business. But we are also here to help.
If you are half the man that Brutus Valentinius is, then I'm glad to have your help.
He
Though I'd
smiled at
ask,
that.
I'd ask kindly that perhaps you keep my identity a bit of a secret here.
I can
How do
keep
you
my
know
lips sealed
the
when the need
Admiral?
arises.
What was that, Halva?
How do you know the Admiral? I asked Otho.
It's a long story. One that can wait until after we've prepared for this.
Indeed.
Nod knowingly.
There's not much else to prepare for. We've doubled the guard and we'll awaken more of the men. If they're going to attack us, it will be at night. If Gabriel is the only one who survived, and considering the state that he is, the goblins may believe that their ambush still has potential. You've done us a miracle by bringing him here and by warning us.
The miracle
Well,
will be us surviving this onslaught.
That is
Indeed.
not all that we can do. We are also capable fighters.
Of that of which I have no doubt, based on the weapons you carry with you. And she kind of, her eyes wander and notices you, Kai. She doesn't recognize Kai. But there's clearly
And
a resemblance.
Kai doesn't say anything though. Outside of the
She
scoff from here.
disappeared before Kai was born, so yeah.
Upon hearing the name, would I have at least known the stories of her being missing since we were close to Harlan?
You have, yeah, you've heard rumors. Apparently, the stories you know is that she was hunting down her rival, which was a pirate by the name of James Brand. The two were like notoriously, like he was a very well-known pirate, specifically for land heists in particular, and she would pursue him consistently.
Was there any connection between Brand and the person that Brutus was chasing?
No, absolutely
Okay,
not.
so they were separate. They were separate pirate entities. Got it.
Completely separate pirates, yeah.
Got it.
But James Brand was known for targeting, like, kind of like fishing villages, but not for, like, to harm the people. They would steal alcohol most of the time, and money, obviously. So they're a bit of a coastal menace.
Okay, but primarily alcohol and money. Got it.
Yeah, alcohol and money.
They were the mountain bandits in One Piece.
Yeah.
They've
Wait,
they've
what?
improved.
Kyle just kind of narrow his eyes as he's recalling a lot of this information, but he won't speak up or do anything untoward.
I would say this also, Otho, you've heard rumors. You're not sure to confirm it, but, I mean, it's court gossip, and due to your background, Otho, your courtier background, you've heard rumors that, like, there is unrequited love between the Admiral and Ozimir Harland, as in she loved him, but he does not love her back in a way. However, how true these rumors are, you have no idea. But she was a very loyal first mate, but focused mostly on pursuing this one particular pirate who was, you know, a bit of a menace. She kind of looks around and she goes, I'd appreciate you up here for the watch, but we need not have ourselves on our hockles the entire night. The stress will deteriorate us before we can kill our enemies, she says.
What can we do to help?
Well, we can keep an eye out for the nighttime. We'll swap out watches. If you've got keen eyes. The halflings are good and all, but men with dark vision and good perceptions are a bit hard to find around here.
Mr. Zivali, Mr. Agni.
I.
I can't
And
exactly
Mr.
see in the
Brightbeam is
dark,
gone.
but I can certainly try.
Sound is also helpful. You'll hear them, certainly. The chittering of the bats tend to belay themselves. I don't want to pry. She looks towards you again, Otho. I am genuinely curious what you're doing here. Let's speak over here. And she kind of leads you over to the front of the ship, which honestly is half a restaurant. You realize there's tables,
Ooh.
but they've kind of moved the
theme.
tables. It seems like the tables multi-purpose into barricades.
Hey, Monty.
Captain's table, Wildwood, New Jersey. Let's go.
Just a big steering wheel for a table.
Hey,
Yeah.
Monty.
Hi.
Kai is going to have Work jump onto Otho's shoulders, and as they're talking, he's going to listen through Work.
You got it. She takes you over, Otho, privately to speak, and she goes, I don't want to pry, and of course it's none of my business. The Ocean Lords are not too keen to belay any information about what they're up to, but assuming you're not here on your father's orders, may I ask what it is you're doing here? Volar is not a place for the... and I mean with no offense, I certainly was one guilty of it myself, but Volar is a harsh land not meant for those used to landfall. Frequent landfall, at the very least.
I no longer upkeep the Valentinius estate, I'm afraid. I have a different calling now.
I see. I assume your father still maintains power, of course.
As far as I'm aware.
What of your mother? I don't remember her name, I apologize, but I know she was a good woman.
She has gone missing.
You watch as the Admiral kind of looks down to the ground and kind of bites the inside of her cheek, and she looks back and she puts a hand on her shoulder and goes, well, I know a thing or two about going missing. Have faith. You never know. I apologize, I did not mean to bring up any sort of business, but simply given that you've done us a great favor, I felt it only keen to give one in return. Knowing about your purposes here would assist me. I assume you're here searching for your mother.
It is good to see a familiar face, but no, that is not why we're here either. Officially, we are on business for the Kingdom of Easenvale.
The Northern Small Kingdom. The Trinity Accord Kingdom.
Correct.
Interesting. I've heard
Myself
rumors.
and my fellows have become its stewards.
Not too long ago, it was rumored that a Draco Lich flew overhead above. I'm assuming Easenvale was also a victim of this.
That was no rumor. Fell victim to something called the Ash Plague. Easenvale was surrounded by a barrier of mist that surrounded the country in its entirety for about a year.
I see. That is foreboding, but it sounds as though you are standing up to the responsibility, of which you have my utmost respect.
Thank you.
She nods.
Seems you've garnered quite a few responsibilities for yourself here, Admiral.
That leads me to a request. You've already done so much for the people of Dukrevs, but I feel... Can you tell Osmir Harlan that you did not find me? Mention nothing of my place.
I will do this for you, but I would like to know why.
As you say that, you hear, walking up a ladder onto the deck of the ship, a man currently kind of looking, you go, oh, okay, we've got company, and he makes his way over, and you see a man dressed in kind of pirate garb make his way over to you.
No.
No.
No! What is happening in this campaign? Are you kidding
She's
me?
a turncoat.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Chad, Sex Pirates 3 is happening before our eyes!
Oh my god.
We
Oh,
found
no.
Sex Pirates 3!
It was a
You
live-action
turn.
performance all along.
You turn and see, and you've seen his wanted poster, James Brand, missing the opposite leg to hers. And he stops and kind of looks a little wide-eyed. He is slightly younger than her. Nice pointed beard, wide brim hat, pirate vest, bunch of swords at his side, and kind of looking around. And he looks a little like he's been caught in like the middle of something. And he goes, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt anything. I just want to let you know I put the kids to bed." And you watch as
Wait a second!
Without changing expression, Otho's eyebrows just raise.
Kai's like doing everything he can to not freak out while listening in. Oh my god.
she looks towards you, Otho, and goes, "There was a bit of a development."
Oh, fucking hell, I'll say.
I see.
You
James
watch.
Brand, I assume.
You look like a little Brutus Valentinius. Ooh, I'm getting the shivers a little bit there. He kind of looks at
That a
you.
lot.
Don't suppose you're here to drag me back to Martorallo and have me drawn and quartered in front of an audience?
For a petty bandit that steals alcohol and pocket change from nearby villages. I neither have the want nor jurisdiction for such a thing.
I'm turning over a new leaf, or ship if you're going to be really technical about it. But it
That
wasn't just
is
petty theft.
Good.
I've
at
undertook
least.
the greatest alcohol heist known in Martorallo's history, I'll have you know. Granted, not really something I'm too proud of now, but I don't want to be miscredited for my misdeeds, of course.
My calling
Your
card.
history will look favorably
know
upon
this
you, Mr.
pirate?
Brand.
You know him. He's the second in command of Drkrevs. These two are the leaders.
He's second in command.
Whoa,
Yeah,
okay.
the admiral is the pillar master, and James Brand. You know him to be just kind of an idiot, honestly.
Kind of a big old himbo.
Oh my god.
He's a bit of a himbo,
Good.
but he has extremely good like guerrilla warfare and military tactics.
Yeah, pirate.
Bro,
Yeah.
Sex Pirates 3 is real.
Yeah, but it's. This is not how I wanted to find out about it.
I look around everybody and I say, our fates have been intertwined in ways that I have not even thought possible. Maybe we were meant to find each other.
And the admiral turns back to Otho and goes, "I would like you to know that I did not betray Ozamir. I was trapped with the bastard for at least 2 years, scuttled on a pillar. Instead of killing each other, we had to work with each other. We were rescued eventually." She kind of looks down at his leg, where his leg is missing. She kind of looks back to you and goes, "We did some things we weren't so proud of."
My god, this story rules.
It kind of does.
This is metal as shit, dude.
Fucking holy shit.
And James kind of smiles. He goes, "And then we did some things we were proud of."
Oh my god!
And she gives him a fucking look. Like,
Wow.
not helping. Which we tucked into bed tonight, and it's all good. He kind of raises his hands kind of defensively.
Eh.
The Admiral looks to you, Otho, and goes, "Things are different in Martorallo. I'm sure you feel great disdain for me and my choices here. But Volar is different. If we do not work together, we do not survive." And as you look out, Otho, you notice that the other non-halflings here is a mixture of sailors and pirates, both of them. And you can see them helping each other, loading up the ballista, some of them clinking bottles of ale together and laughing. Some of them are like, all right, so when the Goblin Riders, like, they kind of planning out this defense together. We're all on the same crew when we're on the great ship of Volar. When a world is so... Oh, good.
Otho just takes a deep breath.
When the world is as harsh and as cruel as it can be, friends are welcome, no matter the source, and forgiveness can come easier. I'm not completely abstaining from our crimes, and she looks towards, assumedly, her husband, but one can turn the cheek in the path of the greater good and in protecting the innocent. Besides, I'm too old to hate at this point, she says. I've got one foot in the grave, and she taps her peg leg on the ground. But I thank you for your assistance and your willingness not to tell Ozamir Harlan about it. Besides, I've done a lot for him, and you see a little bit of her face kind of twisting away. Roll an insight check.
$17.
17. Her face twists in a way, and she says, "The seas have a funny way of making things happen, even though you hope for something else." And you hear, like, the way you gauge that is those rumors were probably true. She probably loved Ozamir, got trapped here, but then found true love and has accepted it. There's like a path. You see a journey in her face.
Well, whatever the circumstances, you seem to have carved out a little slice of happiness for you and yours here. You people are just trying to live.
And that is no crime.
What is a crime is taking more than you need and viewing people like food.
He sort of looks over to the sky and the horizon at all the people checking for goblins.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned very recently that the law can sometimes protect evil people. And that's
Yep.
True good has other ways of shining through the cracks.
Well, you're slightly better than your father, maybe even more so. And she pats your back, and kind of steps forward. I feel bad for ignoring the rest of your companions, and I'd rather not be over here whispering to each other. Especially not when we have a threat.
By all means. They're
I'm glad you
fantastic
met
people.
I'm glad you've met Halva. We're not close, but I've encountered him every now and again. Most of the people you see here, and she actually begins to approach in a way where all of you can now hear her talking. Most of the people you see here who are not halflings are from capsized ships that have made their way here. Most of the time, when the Dragonel Riders and the people of Volar find them, they don't house them on their own pillars. There's usually a language barrier there, or, depending on the individual, they can be violent in ways that are not quite acceptable. They're brought here to learn the ways of the pillars and to learn the ways of Volar. And they tend to stay here most of the time. Some of them travel outland, and some of them become dragon riders, similar to your friend Halva here.
Would
But Halva was
would the halflings consider her a Via Salur?
no, she is not a Via Salur. She would be a Meridonist.
Meridonist? Okay.
Yeah, which is basically a sailor. That's their term for a sailor, but it also has the double meaning of being a person who is like marooned here, basically.
Okay.
They don't have sailors here, so sailor basically ties to that, basically.
Okay.
They've never probably seen a boat on the water, so
Yeah, we got rock boats and sky boats.
yeah. You got balloons, which
Balloon.
yeah. As you gather up, you hear a voice squawk from a crow's nest, and scampering down, climbing with their cat claws, you see what can only be described as a yordle proportioned tabaxi.
Little proportioned.
Yeah, yordle proportioned. With one just giant fucking eyeball. One giant yellow eye and one slightly smaller yellow eye. Scraggled fur. They have a massive it's massive underbite. It looks like they're a oh god, what, like the flat face cats, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Scottish, the Scottish
Yeah.
fold.
Scottish Fold?
No, not a
Oh, no, the
Scottish fold,
Persians.
like like a Persian, like a speckled brown and black Persian tabaxi that looks like they got thrown into a wall several times. Like their hair is everywhere. However,
Money, you just described pee-pee again.
true. As they scramble down the mast, they have in their hand a beautiful telescope, which is probably a keepsake of theirs. And they like kind of shuffle, making dad noises all the way, like kind of like making their way over. For a second, La Critura. You watch as he kind of moves forward, and for a second, Otho, you're like, "Oh God, it's a goblin! Kill it!" But it's not. it's a tabaxi. And as he scrambles forward, he goes, "Admirable!" And he kind of lifts up a hand in the salute. And she goes, looks to him and goes, "They're surrounding us off the port bow! They got a big fucker with them!" And she nods and goes, "Thank you very much, Scallywag! Everyone, fan out! We're under attack!" And as the bells begin to ring and as the screeches begin to sing out, that is where we're going to take our break.
Whoa.
It's time to put down some animals.
Let's go.
Eastcan just falls over dead.
Whoa.
Let's take our break.
Guys can tie off of the corner. So the tagline for this one will be "Batten down the hatches" for Sex Pirates 4, right?
So for the sake of clarity, our battle map, I've removed NPCs because there should be too many. They're going to be doing their own thing during the battle, but we're going to focus on what you're doing during the battle, basically, if you're okay with that.
Got it.
Just keeps it kind of simpler. All right, but let's take a break first as we get ready for this combat.
God damn.
Right on.
Cool.
Some water.
I love this pillar. It's one of my favorites. I love Capsized Perch. It's so fun.
Yeah, and the
too.
freaking lore drop as soon as we dipped in, like, golly.
Very nice.
God
I'm
damn.
here first.
Hooray, I get to have pirate shenanigans as a player for once.
Sarah just sent me that Pro ZD video. Oh, they fucking. Oh, they fucking.
Oh, they fucking.
They fucking. As soon as they shut up, I'm like, oh boy, here we go. Yes, Queen Slayer, welcome into the halftime show with the 50 bits Monty. I need to know how One Piece the male wife is. I mean, that's fair. Oh boy. Well, hi everybody.
Hello.
Wiley is willing to give it the tier 1 stuff. By the way, who's still here?
I'm here.
Hello.
I have to say this live on stream just for some documentation. But today, at all of my years of experience on this earth, today is the first day that I've ever worn contacts, and it is blowing my mind.
Dude,
Really?
I'm about that point. I'm about at that point.
Yeah,
How do
I've worn
you
glasses
feel?
my whole life.
it's very different. It's very different. I'm having to do this for a gig that I'm about to be working on, but it's been a very rough adjustment. I'm not very good at it. So this is the first day that I've been able to wear them.
As someone who has cut their cornea in half, don't fucking touch your eyes.
Oh.
Yeah, I believe me, I know the pain of your cornea being messed up, so you don't want to do that.
No.
Yeah, but there's techniques and stuff. Anyway, I just wanted to say that for documentation purposes. But yeah, so I'm figuring that out as we're doing this session. Oh boy. Funkmaster Grunty, thank you for the 100 bits. I wasn't expecting quite the drama overload. This has turned into a Married with Children episode. That is a poll, and I love it.
Wow.
I've seen that show. That is a great poll. Vina Norbius, thank you for the 21 bits. Hey, crew. Got to enjoy Ferality last weekend. Was nice seeing Connor, Mark, and Zen. And now I get to enjoy some Unexpectables. Heck yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I was a guest there. So, yeah, it was a good con. I really liked the theme this year. Jonah, you were there 2 years ago or last year? Last year.
2 years ago.
No, 2 years ago.
And I think
And
I
then
was
Michael
there
was
for
last
a
year.
little bit last year.
Yeah.
But I wasn't like doing anything
that's
huge. I try and go as much as I can.
Yeah. It's a fun con. You can do it from the convenience of your own home.
Yeah.
Mythical Things, thank you for the 100 bits. Otho finally getting to take out his trauma on some goblins. Oh yeah, this is going to be catharsis for sure. And he doesn't even have that weapon in this game. Hockey Dude, thank you so much for the 100 bits. So the episode title is Sex Pirates 3, right? I mean,
we should make it that.
I kind of want it. I'd vote for it. Callum Draws with the 5 bits. 5 minutes after getting stranded, James Brand. So come here often. What a twist that was. Boris Strix, thank you for the 100 bits.
What happened to their legs?
So did Zito forget that he has a familiar, or has he just not had a use for him?
Oh,
Huh?
because I'm certain summoning a fucking moth with wispy,
Yeah.
fucking fluffy wings
Yeah,
in the
that would
middle of
work
a maelstrom of the ocean is a great idea.
Yeah.
We've been waterlogged for like weeks.
We've got Thunder, wow, with the 17 bits. I am so pumped to be here for the entire session rather than turning in early because work wants me to travel at 4 a.m. Central Time. Good grief. Well,
Yeah.
glad you're here and glad you can stay up late with us. Amateur Procrastinator, thank you for the 10 bits. I'm playing Splitgate 2 while listening to you guys, and I'm having just a bit too much fun yelling, "Pierce the veil," every time I shoot a portal. I think my team hates me. Yeah, well, they should watch the show. River Rat, thank you for the 100 bits. Sex Pirates 3 is real. I have seen it. Dice
Well,
Ruler, thank you for the...
Now all we have to do is just write Sex Pirates 4, blow the man down.
Wait,
Whoa.
what happened to batten down the hatches?
Well,
Yeah.
we can have batten down the hatches, blow the man down, or pegged legs is a good one.
Oh no! Oh
good.
no! That's
Oh.
awful.
I know that seems like that's the episode title.
That's awful.
A Man Named Peach, thank you for the 10 bits. Sex Pirates 3, Married to My Mortal Enemy. How's that for a book title? It certainly is a title. Rosie, thank you for the 10 bits. 10 hours left of my 12-hour shift. Listening to Unexpectables while working has been a source of strength for me. Thank you, everyone. Also, hey, Jonah, how would Legacy sound as a DM? How would Legacy sound as a DM? And that silence should tell you everything.
The world
And that is that they're
may
probably
never
not there.
know.
He's probably not there. It's fine. We'll get back to that. I'll pester him. Mikan Pachi, thank you for the 25 bits. Bosco missed my bits. What? No, I didn't. Bosco missed my bits, so I'll repost so he doesn't need to scroll. So on Sunday, we started session 3 with my Illid fighter using Giant's Might to have a kaiju fight with a Wendigo. Then later, he gear third Luffy punched a Weeping Angel. Did I make you proud, Zito?
You just said a whole bunch of things that was directed at me to give you a pat on the head like a proud father. I pat you on the head like a proud father. You done good, kid.
Vina Norvius with the 21 bits. Damn it, I missed you, Bosco. You did. I'm sorry. Yeah, I had a couple panels. I did the Hollywood Squares thing on Friday and then hung out on VR for a little while. And then on Saturday, I did a voice acting panel with a couple of the other guests and hung out in the world. But it also crashed on Saturday, and I didn't get a chance to get back in.
Yeah,
The rest
that
of
wasn't.
back.
That wasn't just the. That was all of VR chat. Was
No, I
down
know. VR
for
chat
like
went
6
down
hours.
because it was just so much. Mega
No,
Waffles,
there was
thank you for
just
the bits.
there was an outage at one of their like the third-party companies that they run. It's super technical stuff. I don't know how to make
Yeah.
that not be nerdy.
VR chat went bye-bye for a bit. Mega Waffles, thank you so much for the bits. Their legs aren't the only thing that got pegged. Damn, true.
Hey.
Very true. By the way, we had a question for you, Jonah. What would
Yeah.
Legacy sound like as a DM?
Hi, you need to roll for initiative, please. Thank you. And yeah, that's gonna be. Ooh, I'm sorry. That's gonna be 53 points of poison damage. I can not just give you the damage if you want. I don't want you guys to die or anything like that. He'd be too.
He's too
be
nice.
Too kind. Yeah, he'd be
He's
way
too
too
nice.
nice. You can roll it again. No, it's okay. Roll it again.
I
Just roll
love
it again.
the idea of
Mm.
like
Roll it
what
again.
would he do if the player had to hand in their character sheet? He's just like,
Oh, God.
I'll just
Oh,
hold on to this.
God.
For a
You know
little
what? You just
while."
keep that.
Yeah, just
I
hold on to
promise I'll
that.
give it
We'll-
back.
We'll bring him back.
You just eat
Our
it.
souls
There's
there
tons of spells
somewhere.
for that. Don't you worry.
Yeah, the magic in this. It's strange and mysterious what you can do to bring your character back.
There's just nothing. There's no serious threat because the DM.
Yeah.
Not at all.
No, it's fine.
Level
It's
20
fine, just
fighting
roll
a
it again.
goblin.
Just roll it again.
Also,
It's okay.
also, Gaijin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grabs you.
Yes.
Dude.
Yeah.
My chat got me a rice cooker for my birthday, like a Japanese rice cooker.
Oh yeah, no, I saw the tweets.
Oh my god, dude. It's oh my
Does it
god.
Rice cooker.
Wait,
you did have a rice
wait,
cooker?
wait.
I-
Monty, does it sing to you when it's done?
It does. It sings.
Good.
Oh, then it's
Oh,
legit.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a good rice
You can also
I walked
That's
in
the
at the
right
worst
song.
time. What?
rice
It-
cooker.
I got Japanese rice cooker. Dude, it's so good. Like I made onigiri and I was like, okay, let's see how the rice is. I just cooked like a cup of rice just to try it out. And then I bit into it and I went, Oh my god.
Now you understand.
I was
What kind of
confused.
rice did you use,
Even-
Monty?
Even
Uh,
I
so
have a
you
Japanese
use
rice
rice?
cooker.
Japanese sushi rice, yeah. Is what I
Okay,
use,
good.
So, but you can
If-
cook different rices in it. It has different
Yeah,
rice
You
options.
can.
Yeah.
Monty, if I may, if I can suggest Botan rice, if you can get your hands on it, it is the best
Botan
rice
is
I've
good.
ever had.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. I keep
I don't
like
know-
I buy it in bags and I freeze it. I just put it in the freezer to keep it from getting, like,
Yes.
weevils
Yep,
and
Just
yep,
make
shit.
sure
Yeah,
you
it's
wash
really
it.
great.
Yes,
yes.
always wash it.
Oh yeah,
Wash
I
your
always wash my
rice.
rice.
Wash your rice.
And kids at home, wash your rice in cold water. Not just because Uncle Roger says so, it actually does help the rice taste better.
It'll
Yeah.
also make sure that the angry Mulan man doesn't come after you. Yes, that is the thing.
That is true. Is everybody back already?
I think so.
I just need to finish eating because like I said, I have an onigiri.
We
but-
can allow that. I'll do a couple more bits.
Oh, I just gotta
What's
ask
up?
Money, what kind is it?
So there's 3 onigiri I like. Right now I'm having a salmon one, which is like canned salmon with some like seaweed and
Okay.
sesame seed seasoning. It's good. It's mostly just salmon. And then my other one is I like to do like a sesame onigiri, which is like mushrooms with like sesame oil and a ton of sesame seeds, and it tastes really good. And then my most like hesitant one I have is just like rice seasoning, just a ton of rice seasoning in a rice ball, and that's it. And if I have like something like I made miso soup as well.
Good,
Like I
good.
I just had like a plain rice ball with the miso soup, and that was really good. Even though
Oh, yeah.
I probably wouldn't eat
Simplistic
it
is
by
good.
itself. Yeah. And I'm trying to get food in my diet that's like I can easily pick up and eat very quickly, and this is a very healthy way to do it. And with the
Mhm.
rice cooker, and it's so easy to fucking clean, I'm like, okay, I'm probably gonna be eating a lot of onigiri for a while because this is so
Mhm.
convenient.
If you want, I can give you a good recipe for like
Please.
fresh shredded like salmon onigiri. It's very easy to do.
I can also make shrimp tempura onigiri as well, where I do like chopped up
Ooh.
shrimp, and
Oh,
then I have
wow.
like tempura shrimp that I put in the like my air fryer, and then I stick it inside of the onigiri, and I eat it that way, and it's so fucking good.
Nice.
Mhm.
Sorry, continue.
No, it's all good. Like to boogie, thank you for the 50 bits episode title suggestions. Shiver their timbers.
Oof.
By the way, I would love
Yeah.
having Sex Pirates 3 as the fucking title, but
Thank
the problem
you!
is
Yes!
YouTube might have a conniption about it. That's the only
But
problem.
here's what we do. Instead of the word sex, just do 3 like asterisks.
XXX Pirates 3.
Sax
Or you could
Pirates.
also-
Or use a funny font.
Or like Hex
Editor's
Pirates 3.
Hex
Hex
Pirates 3 or
Pirates.
something like that.
And then in parentheses, but with an S.
yeah. Best
Say-
Pirates 3.
Segs.
We
Segs
should
pirates.
just-
Segs
Segs is good.
Pirates 3.
Yeah.
Oh my
Are we-
God! Now, this is. I'll stop after this one because I don't know how I can top it, and you'll appreciate this, Gaijin. Messenger of Chaos with 1,000 bits. Is Frank's relentless dad on a pillar?
Screaming
Sorry,
out
on the pillar.
screaming out about his wife.
Yes. After
Monty,
his
we
son
can't-
robbed the
'cause-
grocery store.
We could do a reverse. We could do 3 instead of an E in Sex Pirates 3.
That's true.
Yes, that
Seeks.
works.
You can do Seeks.
Yeah.
Funny lead
Seeks
speak.
Pirates 3.
SSX Pirates 3.
SSX Pirates 3. I love that.
Oh, I like that actually.
It's beat to rock around to bang on
Rock
pillars.
around
It's
and
alright, it's tricky.
tricky.
I lost my leg and ate it. Oh.
I mean, in this
Run
this
DMC
case.
is really
Well, I mean,
falling
like,
off.
Monty,
Yeah,
we
Run
were-
DMC is coming back, y'all.
But Monty, we were coming up with the fucking idea for Sex Pirates 4, and I'm like, oh well, Sex Pirates 4 pegged legs.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also
I was
good.
using a blender, and I went, God damn it, Zito, as I was doing it, and I forgot what I was doing it.
So write these down so we don't forget them,
Oh.
because we will forget them. Also, the next one I've got is Bull Honkinator. They give you the 10,000 bits, which is insane. You thought you would escape, but it's me, Bull. Super excited about the session. Great bits from Crab Battle to Sneaking. My mind is overwhelmed with ancient memes. Also, Therapod, I know you're in chat. Tara is my favorite. Aww.
Oh,
Also, I'd like to point out, if you think Therapod invented the where there's a hole, there's a goal, you're insane. I was saying that long before I ever met him. I refuse to be lumped in with that creep. How dare.
would you mind if I plug something real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Absolutely.
But
you can
so
do it anyway.
chat, for $5 if you join my Patreon, if you like your pirate stuff, I've been writing some more D&D stuff lately. I got a taste of my next primer, which is going to be 10 nautical flavored piratey-esque player races. You can check out the 2 teaser ones I put down here.
Alright. I'm gonna put my plate away and then I should be good to go.
Okay.
And yeah, Gaijin, please send me any recipes you recommend. It's just hopefully I can find the ingredients. That's the only difficult part.
All you need is salt and salmon. That's it.
And the ability to cook.
Get a fire. You're good.
It's not that simple.
It can be, Mark.
As someone who has burned a pot of water, it is not that simple.
Fire is always simple. The consequences are not.
See, that's the correct
Fucking
statement.
bars, Zito. Jesus.
Well.
All right.
So this is gonna be a fight.
That is
Alright.
a correct statement.
Are we initiating?
Let me see. Let me make sure everyone's back first. So,
Yep.
Jonah, you're back.
Yeah.
All right. Connor, you're back.
I'm limping back.
All right. Bosco, you're good to go.
Uh-huh.
Gaijin, good to go.
I'm going.
Mark Allen Jr., good to
Oh
go.
God, what did I do?
Jr.
What did I hurt?
Junior.
You're in trouble. Zito, good to go.
I'm so proud of that
Fucking
catching
go.
on.
All right. I'd like everyone to roll initiative, please.
Let's go!
Do you
I
want us
am
to
so
wait till
fucking
we're on
ready.
map, or are you good?
Nope. Roll initiative.
15.
Oh, here we
let's
go. I'll take a 15 too. I'll go ahead of Milo. No worries.
That's a natural one.
16. Better than 10.
That's a
Otho
6.
is very angry.
No, Otho's like in the middle of like putting on his headphones.
Yeah, he had to prepare his soundtrack for it.
What song is playing during this fight for Otho?
Freebird.
Hell yeah. Damn classic.
Alrighty. I am going to show you the map, but let me describe first what happens before combat truly begins for you. Immediately, ship bells ring out all down the length of this pillar, from the smallest tiny little fishing bell to the largest galleon ship at the top ringing out its bells. Immediately, you hear shouts as you see various voladores and other just citizens bearing the weapons of their family and making out on the wing to immediately meet the incursion as an absolute flock of giant bats begins to fly overhead and descend upon Drikrevs. This is a proper assault. Immediately you watch as dragonelles and bats catch each other in the air, spinning almost like an eagle, kind of when two eagles grab each other and spin around in the air. You see arrows being shot out. However, you notice the goblins appear to be dipping their arrows in pitch and lighting it ablaze before firing it out on the ships. And you see individuals grabbing buckets of water and putting out the flames. As you all stand on the deck of the ship, the Admiral calling out orders and shooting out cannons, blasting bats out of the sky. You look up and you see an entourage, and you realize now it's your turn to contribute to this battle to protect Capsized Perch from this incursion. I'm gonna bring you over to the map.
Fucking go! I'm ready. Yes!
Here
We're
we
on
go.
ship combat, baby!
So, worth pointing out real fast.
Uh-huh.
Zoom out real quick here. Come on. Come on, Wallflower.
Immediately got to go to work measuring stuff.
Yeah.
You may place yourselves anywhere on the boat. So you cannot, everything else is in the air. Everything's flying right now, but you can
Okay.
place yourself physically anywhere on the boat you wish to be on. The hole
So-
here, this has a series of rope ladders that go down further into Capsized Perch. So that's where civilians are, basically.
Copy that. Are we allowed to strategize at all before we place each other?
Can? Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Above board, you may speak
Okay,
really
cool.
briefly. Just don't meta anything, please.
Okay.
Yeah,
can
for
I
sure.
can I
Alright.
climb the? Can I say I climbed the mast here
Absolutely.
before we started? Okay, cool.
It's a
Oh,
very tall mast, though, so just be careful.
I don't fall.
Don't fall.
Question,
It
do-
is 70
do-
feet tall, so you were 70 feet
Okay.
up. Just keep that in mind.
You got it.
Do we want to spread out or stay close together?
Honestly, I'd say stay close.
Okay, so don't go
My
too far
my
from the
one
center spot.
concern though.
Yeah.
One concern. What if they just Okay, so we stay together. They don't come to fight us, but they set the whole ship on fire and then just fly off.
So Monty, this is a good question. Do all of the ones that we see, do they all seem to be equipped with some kind of bow and arrow and also dipping into fire?
Yep.
Okay, so they're all ranged. So
this seems to be a calculated strategy that they're adopting.
I think if you're not a ranged fighter, you need to take the fight to them. Like, there's not really much you can do otherwise. If they come on the ship, I think that's Gaius. I think all the rest of us have ranged options. We deal with everything that's not on the ship and let Gaius go to work on the ship.
Or bring stuff down if we can.
If we can
drop the bats. Ground them, that will seriously stall them.
Correct.
I need you to meteor me a target. I have no ranged.
For sure, yeah. But I think we have to. If they're not going to come to us, we know that there's 2 by the ship. Bring them down. Gaius handles that stuff. Otherwise, we got to pepper everything that's outside. That's what I think we should do, in my opinion. With that in mind, I will make sure that I am. Actually, you said anywhere on the ship?
Yeah, anywhere on the ship.
Cool.
Except for underneath it, because you've been hired to defend the top of the ship, so you can't go and flee underneath, because that's where the civilians are currently being protected.
Right.
Wait, we were hired? They're paying us for this?
Oh, snap.
They requested your aid, and in Volar, if you help them, they'll help you in return. Like, again, this is not a society that's built on money. It's a society built on community and fairness and all that jazz.
I was making a joke, but yes.
Or something.
So it's 30, so it's 15 radius. I have to snap the corner.
What do they call that?
Anyway, E-scan is up on the starboard is left, so starboard, no, port is left.
Larboard is left. Larboard. Yeah.
Larboard?
Starboard is right, larboard is left. I know this because of Final Fantasy.
Right, so,
so which
E-scan is
side
on the
do I dodge,
port
please?
side. He would have been one of the people looking out for these guys coming in, despite the fact that he will be going relatively last in the initiative order.
Yeah. To be fair, it is very dark, so...
Yeah, he does not have dark vision.
Yeah.
There's a good question just for us to keep in mind. Is there much light emanating from this pillar? Like, how far outwards from the pillar
so
can we see?
when the attack begins, they begin to light lanterns, and you see riders with light on them to reveal where the Bat Riders are. It seems as though lanterns are a pretty common thing to have on your Dragonelle to help reveal.
So is it safe to assume anything that we can see on the map, our characters can see without dark vision?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Everything else beyond that you can't really see, except for like the sounds, and you can see the light a little bit, like kind of like fireflies almost.
Gotcha.
Firefly, could you shine your light?
I have no idea where I should put Gaius on this because I'm.
So I think you should be. This guy's in the air.
Me.
You could also defend Eastcon if you wanted. I think you just need to be
all in the air.
Right, but we have to go through the turn orders. So I would say just be near this guy or the guy back here, because those are the 2 that we can bring down and you can hit. You can also, if we don't bring them down in the first round, you have some javelins, correct?
Yeah. Like
and your flying swords. You could unleash those because they can get up there.
This is true.
Yeah, so I would say just stay on the boat and go back and forth between the 2. I honestly would say this guy on the right, because if we can bring him down, you can destroy him. But until then, just use your swords and javelin. But we'll get you something to hit.
All right.
The other thing is if you giant smite, because that makes you bigger, they might be low enough in the air where you can swing up and hit them.
Hopefully.
Yeah, if they do a swoop in kind of a thing. All right, but I have Kai where I want him, because I need to handle that guy on the stern. I remember my tech terminology.
Alrighty. Sorry, I'm just writing down some stuff on my end.
You're good.
Alrighty. Yeah. Alright. Just have to roll for the enemies, I apologize. I love this music, dude. It's so good.
We wouldn't have been able to
killed it.
We wouldn't have been able to do anything when it was called that they were under attack, correct?
This is your response to prevent the surprise round, basically, from them.
Copy that. Okay. Just wanted to double check.
Alrighty, let me roll initiative for your enemies here and your allies, because your allies get to do funny things on their turns.
Yay!
Great.
Oh, I have to roll for Wark also. Hang on a second.
Are you including work in the battle?
I am, so he's on the ship because he's not going to have the same risk of falling if he's over the ship. So this time I will.
Allies roll pretty easily. Okay. Ooh, good initiatives, everybody. So we have Gaius.
Yeah, good initiatives, everybody.
We did it, gentlemen.
We as a collective did it.
Hey,
The royal we.
hey, us. Pointing at everyone, us.
All of us as a group together
Us.
in this moment.
Although
as
he's
a collective,
thanking the
and
gods
nothing
for the
else.
Jonah.
Oh my God! Wark.
Jonah, you can call your Dragonelle as a bonus action. I don't know if you're going to need them, but you can call them as a bonus action. They would have to spend their turn getting to you, though. That's the only thing. So.
I was gonna ask if we could do a little cool mechanical thing where instead of calling them with my bonus action, casting Hunter's Mark with my bonus action, would that call them if I marked somebody?
That's
Would they be
cool.
like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
let's say
That's
that.
actually
Yeah,
really cool.
That's really cool. Let's do that.
Okay, cool.
All right, so we have
Sweet.
Halva, and then we have Otho. We have Milo. And then we have Iskan and Otho, so that's going to be enemies. That actually kind of works out in a way. Iskan. And then, oh wait, Otho, wait, what?
Otho is a natural one. He's
Otho
got a
should be
5.
last.
Yeah. Otho's
Oh,
next. It's
I
Kai
saw-
that's after him.
Kai is
Or I'm
above
after
him.
Kai.
I know we look the
Yeah.
same, but I
Sorry.
rolled a 15.
You actually don't, because
No, I saw the insight check and I thought it was an initiative. My bad.
Oh, that's fair.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to take that, we're happy with it.
I was gonna say it can be if you wanted to.
You're welcome to take it.
So it's no.
Nah, I'm good.
Nah.
All right. As the battle begins and the goblin riders descend, I'm just gonna zoom in on Wallfly.
Okay. Also, Monty, just so you know, Wark rolled a 21
Oh, damn.
at the
Okay.
bottom.
So,
Yeah, he gets rolled hot every time. I get rolled good for
Alright.
NPCs. You know this. It's me. I
so
have a problem.
Wark is going first.
Well, he's going to take the dodge action because I can't set my shit up round 1 before he'll wait with me.
All right, you got it.
Yeah.
All right, that brings us to Gaius. It is now your turn. I will say the bat riders flying above the boat are about 20 feet up in the air. The ones outside are much higher in the air.
Okay.
Proc Giant Smite, activate swords.
Let's
You got
go.
it. You going big?
Yes, I am.
Big, because that'll get you. Yeah, if they're only 20 feet up, how tall are you?
I am
10
currently
feet.
now 10 feet.
So
I
if
can
they
reach.
get 5, yeah, you got them.
He doesn't have reach, though.
I don't
you have
have
a
reach,
reach
but I can
weapon.
jump.
That's
Sure
true.
can.
Go get the ass.
Well, I spent my action summoning my swords.
We'll go get the ass next time.
Oh, are
Yeah.
you summoning all the swords?
Yeah.
All right, it's 4 of them, right?
Yep. Install all 4.
Yeah.
All right.
Swords.exe installed. Activating.
Whoop. Hold on, I'm getting your swords
That's
ready.
the only sucky thing is that I can only go full ham once I do a turn of install.
Honestly,
That's
there's
fair for how strong this set of armor is, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's it is
Also-
fair. It's just shit. That's a turn.
yeah, it's why I asked if we had even a moment, because I'm like, if I can get any of my round 1 stuff out of the way before we fight, great.
All right, you summon up the flying swords.
Yep.
I will roll for their initiative. Oh, okay. So they're gonna go. They're going before Otho. They rolled very badly.
Hey.
All right. That is your turn, Gaius.
Yeah. Where I'm standing is fine.
You got it. That brings us to Halva. It is now your turn.
Okay, cool. From the perch or the crow's nest where I am right now, I cast Hunter's Mark on this bat.
You got it.
Not the rider,
Nice.
just the bat. And I will use that's my bonus action. Okay, cool. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to roll that. Well, regardless, I'm gonna make an attack anyway. A couple of attacks with my action and my longbow. So I'm going to charge an arrow.
Thank you.
And it's 22.
That hits.
Woo! And the damage there is 5.
5
plus
plus 2
2,
because of Hunter's Mark, so
7.
7 points of damage. 1 second.
Let's see. Okay, when you hit an attack, okay, so I need to do another D4 really quick.
That was the 2 damage up above.
Well,
wait,
no, that's the Hunter's Mark. This is Guiding Wind.
Oh, right. My bad. Yeah.
Plus 3, so 10. For the
And
first
points of
guy.
damage.
I'm gonna roll again for another arrow. I don't know why it made a sound effect like a gun. That's a 25.
25 hits.
Right.
Oh, hey, hold on, I got you.
Oh. Is that the sound effect?
Oh, god damn.
Oh shit. So that's 10. And then Hunter's Mark, I think, is that proc
Why
on
is
every attack?
There's 2 rolls here. There's a 7 and then there's a 10. Did you roll twice?
I did not. The 7 was the first. Wait, maybe I don't know. It may have hit it twice. You can take the 7 if you want. That's the first one that rolled.
1 to 8.
I don't know why it
plus
did that
3.
twice. Let me read this really quick.
Ah, I see. Okay, yeah, I did roll twice. We'll take the 7.
Okay. And then Hunter's Mark procs on every attack, right?
I believe so. Let me double check. I always feel like we forget this.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Until the spell ends, yeah, you deal an additional 1d6.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
The bat
That's
had
12?
exactly 5 HP left.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Okay.
And
Damn it.
Helva,
Whoa.
you standing on top of the crow's nest. Next to you is the Tabaxi scallywag who's keeping an eye out and barking orders. You keep a steady arm and fire off 1 shot into the side of the bat. The bat careens to one side and you shoot another, striking it in the head. And as his body falls, the goblin also falls. He falls 20 feet, so I need you to roll me 3d6, please.
Full
go.
damage, let's go.
Flat.
Please tell me he family
Oh,
guy.
come on.
1, 2, 3.
So that's 11 points of damage to the goblin. As he lands on the ground, let me roll an acrobatic saving throw to see if he goes prone. He does not. He tumbles forward as his bat lands on the ground and he hits the ground. But you notice him pull out of his his back satchel a jar containing an acrid, almost foul-smelling liquid.
Uh-oh.
Gross.
No.
All right, Halva, does that end your turn?
Yeah. That ends my turn. Yeah. That's it. I don't use my movement or anything.
Okay, that brings us to Kai. It is now your turn, Kai.
Hooray. I am going to activate my blade song, and I'm
Got
going to
it.
cast Mage Armor on myself, and that'll be my turn.
See, here's a mistake you're making, Mr. Bosco.
Yes.
You always do mage armor at the start of the day. You never save it for a fight.
No, I know, but I didn't do that, so I'm burning it now.
Shout out to the time my friend was playing a wild magic sorcerer, cast mage armor, triggered the wild magic surge, turned into a potted plant for 1 minute, and no one knew except for me.
I also
times.
like to save all my spell slots because I don't always use Mage Armor, but this time
Fair
I'm gonna
enough. All right, that ends your turn, Kai.
use it. Yes, it does.
All right, Milo, it is now your turn.
All right. Let's see. So many things on this list. You know what? Let's get the wings out. Let's get glowing. Radiant Soul for action. For bonus action, let me figure this out. How far do you go? 60? Oh, I can make this work. Yeah. No. With unfurled glowing wings and bright radiant eyes, Milo looks to this goblin on deck, and we're gonna summon that ethereal flail. We are not playing around. It is not frying pan time. It is flail time.
Here's the flail, it never fails.
God damn it.
There we go. There's your flail.
Here, let me get that roll. 16 both ways.
16 misses. As your flail swings out, the goblin manages to duck and roll out of the way.
All right. Still got movement. I'm going to move just over near Gaius and ready myself.
You got it.
That'll be turn.
It's now the goblin's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. I'm gonna just zoom out here because there's a lot of goblins.
Yep.
Oh, actually, really quick, Monty, can I move a little bit more?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, sorry. I want to be in range of something.
All right. Goblin number 1 is going to... How much movement do you have? Okay, yeah, he can do it here. Goblin number 1 is going to fly. They're up about 50 feet. And you watch as they grab a jar and they throw it down towards you, Gaius.
Okay.
Not the jar.
That is going to be a 15 to hit you, Gaius.
They miss.
As you dodge out of the way, the pot shatters on the ground and you smell flammable oil spreading all over the wood as they bring out a bow and arrow and are going to fire a flaming arrow shot at the oil. That is going to be to hit. As they fire the arrow down, it doesn't hit the oil, but hits the wood next to it, and it's kind of making that sort of fuse effect where it's traveling towards the oil. That ends that goblin's turn. Goblin number 2. Where are you, goblin number 2? Goblin number 2 is going to move. It's going to fly in over here. How far away are you, Halva? 90 feet. 1 second. Sorry, give me 1 second here. I gotta look something up real fast.
All good.
My internet's being slow. Come on. God damn it. 1 second.
Please hold. We are experiencing technical difficulties.
We're not experiencing technical difficulties. We're experiencing that I'm an idiot. Hold on.
We're experiencing Monty's an idiot. Please stand by.
Please stay on the line, and someone will be there to assist you shortly.
If you feel you have reached this message in error, please hang up and try your call again.
I hate
Para en
myself
español,
putting-
oprima el número 2.
I put my player's handbook in a stupid place. Alright. Weapons. I knew I was forgetting something when I prepped for today.
Oh.
Alright. I think you're within range.
Was it on the shelf, Monty?
It was inside of my shelf, inside of a bag that I was preparing for something.
Shelf bag.
Alright. He has disadvantage to hit you, Halva, but he's gonna fire off a shortbow shot, a flaming shortbow shot.
Okay.
That is gonna definitely miss. That is an 8.
Yeah, miss.
Alright, he's gonna fire off a second shot. Ooh, 19.
That hits.
With disadvantage. Okay.
Oof.
You take... Oh, God. You
Well, the
take
dice gone. You take 0 damage.
5 points of piercing damage, plus...
Okay.
2 points of fire damage as the fire arrow strikes you in the shoulder.
Okay. I will take the fire damage. Will not do absorb elements yet. It's not worth.
Alright.
I wonder if I can do that.
Ooh, yeah, absolutely can. Milo, you hear the fluttering of bats and ripping through the sails of the ship, landing on the ground come the goblin and the bat that it rode in on. Damn it, I got rice on my fucking notes.
Monty!
Sorry. The bat is going to strike first with a bite attack against you.
I will let that slide, but I'm going to flashbang the goblin, absolutely.
All right. 8 to hit you from the bat.
8 will not hit.
All right. The goblin, you're going to do a flashbang on.
Mm-hmm. Good old warding flare.
All right. That is still with disadvantage, going to be an 18.
Okay, yep, that hits.
Damn. You rolled really well. You take 5 points of slashing damage. on the first attack. Second attack. Same roll, 18 again.
Okay.
3 points of slashing damage on the second swing.
I
All right, goblin number 4. All right, goblin number 4 is going to fly over here, and they are going to fire 2 shots. One is going to be on the oil on the ground. The other one's going to be at you, Gaius, because you're a big target now. So first shot on the oil. That is going to hit. I need a dexterity saving throw from you, Gaius.
18.
18. You managed to duck out of the way as fire. I'm drawing it. You ready for my beautiful fire?
Hooray.
As a fire erupts on this space. Alright, and then the second shot is going to be on you, Gaius.
Yep.
That is going to be a 19 to hit.
I don't have any weapons out yet, so that is a 20. It misses.
Alright, it misses as they clangs off against the armor. That brings us to goblin number 5.
Ladies and gentlemen.
beat you to it.
Thank you,
Escan.
Yeah.
This goblin is gonna summarily fly over top of you. Is gonna drop a container on you.
Sick.
Surprise weapon attack.
Please
that
revitalize
is
my very dry skin.
16 to hit.
That will hit.
That hits. You look up and clonk, you get hit with a clay jar over the top of your head. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as it hits you on the head, and you are covered in smelly oil. The goblin,
Looks like it's time to oil up.
the goblin then pulls out an arrow shot.
Oh no.
That is going to be a 17 to hit.
That will hit.
Jesus. Okay. 3 points of piercing damage. Plus 1 point of fire damage, and you are now engulfed in flames.
Oh.
Let me see. I would like to use my reaction to cast Absorb Elements.
Okay, you only took 1 point of fire damage, though, so you can't
Yes.
reduce it down to 0.
I have resistance against the triggering damage type until it's the start of my next turn. That's stupid because I think I'm next. I don't think I will do that. That's gonna suck. I'm gonna be on fire for a while. That's fine. I tried.
All right.
Real-time acknowledgement of oh no. Oh damn. Oh damn.
That ends goblin number 5's turn. Goblin number 6 is going to land with their bat next to you, Kai.
Mm-hmm.
The bat is going to go for a bite attack against you.
Okay.
That is going to be against you, is going to be a 14.
That'll miss.
All right, the bat snaps its jaws in your direction. The goblin is going to swing out at you with 2 scimitar slashes. First
Okay.
one's 11, I believe that misses.
Miss. Correct.
Second one, natural 20.
Ow. All right.
6. Oh my god!
Oh.
No.
I just rolled max damage.
Cool.
14 points of slashing damage on the crit.
You will watch as Kai blinks out of existence, and I'm going to or rather reaction, use my teleportation from my magical book to go back here, out of the way of the damage.
You got it. All right.
So I will expend that charge.
Wait, no, we still got other ones. Goblin number 8 is going to skedaddle. Oh wait, no, where's goblin number 7? Hold on.
They need numbers.
Oh, there's
Numbers
goblin
pinned
number
on the
7.
chest.
Monty, just so I can be reminded, was that with disadvantage, by the way? Because I do still have the displacer cloak as well.
I was gonna ask that, so let me re-roll that. Actually, I think I did fuck
Yeah.
that up.
No, it's all good, because then I wouldn't have burned the charge if he would have missed.
He still would have hit. So
Okay, then I will do that.
yeah. Okay, so you avoid the damage entirely.
Yeah,
Sorry about that. I
sweet.
completely forgot.
No, it's all good. That's why I wanted to double check,
The
because it's a lot to
goblin's
keep
gonna
track of.
skedaddle?
yeah.
No, he's not.
Not yet, because Mambo number 9 has to go next. Let's see. Ooh, fun. This goblin's gonna fly overhead, and he's gonna bark orders at the other goblins. And he's gonna fire 2 shots at you, Halva.
Wait, where is he?
Right here.
How high up?
Let me read this real quick because I don't want someone on YouTube to get mad.
He's 60 feet up in the air right now. He's like equal footing to Halva, and Halva's like, I think, hold on.
I think that's the amount of range I need.
70, sorry. He's 70 feet up in the air right now.
Well, shit. Okay.
Son of a...
Miss.
Alright. He's going to shoot twice at you. First shot?
Miss.
Might actually miss. 13.
13 misses, yes.
Second shot. That is going to be 18.
18 hits.
Alright, you take 5 points of piercing damage plus...
Okay.
4 points of fire damage.
Okay, so I'm going to absorb elements on that.
You got it. So the 4 points is reduced to 2.
Correct. Okay. 2 damage. All right, cool. All right. Fantastic. Awesome.
Goblin number 8 is going to uncork his pot, and he is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he makes a giant trail of fucking fire down here.
Okay.
As he lights it as he runs. Alright. That brings us to Escan. It is now your turn. At the start of your turn, you were considered engulfed by flames, so you're going to take some more fire damage. Take 1 point of fire damage.
Woo! All right. Now I'm
hard.
going to use my reaction to cast Absorb Elements.
There you
I
go.
know I can't reduce the current fire damage, but yes, I will place that in chat. Ignore the -2 because it doesn't matter.
Got it.
Cool. I'm on fire. What does the sail on the ship appear to be made out of?
Waxed cloth, sailcloth.
It's waxed, is it?
Yes.
Okay. Can I see the ropes that are holding it up?
Yes, you can.
How high up are they?
70 feet up all the way up.
Okay. I would like to... How many ropes are there holding it up? Sorry.
Lots. It's a ship. Lots.
Trying to think. Escan, who is on fire, is going to call out to Gaius. See if you can bring down the sail. It might put out the fire. And I will cast a guiding bolt on this gobbo.
Okay.
To my Narf.
Narf.
The Narf. Point. Oh, that's probably gonna miss. A 14. Oof.
14 misses. The goblin grabs onto the back hairs of his bat and do like a barrel roll to avoid the guiding bolt.
And then for my bonus action, I will activate my starry form with the Chalice constellation.
Okay.
And that'll be turn.
All right. As you end your turn in the fire, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oof. 7.
7. You take an additional 3 points of fire damage.
With resistance?
With resistance, so 1.
Point of damage.
Being slowly burnt to death.
Very,
yeah, it's
very
like a slow
slowly.
bake. Slow bake
Yes.
lizard.
If anything,
Crispy
he's being
lizard.
cooked. Yeah.
Ow.
All right. It is now your ally's turn.
Hooray!
I need someone to roll me a d6, please. Choose amongst yourselves who will roll a d6.
Jonah, you do it.
Not
You're the
I.
guest. Nope, too late.
All right, D6.
like a D6.
Hey.
Hey!
Hey, a 6. All right. What are you gonna do here? Hold on, I gotta grab something. I had it open, but I clicked away
on
because I was
your
looking up. Oh, shut up. All right. As you are all fighting, you hear a cracking noise, a lightning bolt, and at first you're like, oh, it's not storming, and then you realize, being floated with its balloons, the wizard tower seems to have entered into the battle.
Oh no!
And you see, coalescing magic in his hands, a female gnome, currently channeling magical ability. She points at this flying goblin, and she's gonna cast Earthbind on it.
Hey!
shit.
Hey.
You watch as this goblin, it doesn't take damage because it's forced to the ground, but you watch as this goblin and its rider, or this bat and its rider, are now on the ground. I will give them a boot print to indicate that they are on the ground.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, can you give a boot print to the one that's next to me, or is it
Yes.
still hovering?
Yes, I will do that as well.
Okay.
Boot to the head.
That is the balloon
to the
wizard
head.
support turn, as now 2 sets of goblins are currently on the ground landlocked.
Nice.
That brings us to the swords. It is now the swords' turn.
Swords.
Okay, you see that goblin that's right there next to him up in the sky? Kill him!
Let me find the movement on these guys.
50.
50? Oh yeah, they'll reach this fucker.
No, wait, hold on.
No.
Make him flank.
Sorry?
Make him flank.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, they can. I don't think they can flank though. We had that rule to where they're not they can't flank.
Fine, then surround him, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess
Sorry.
we'll just
Round it
stab
in a
him to
blender, I guess.
death.
They're not like they are creatures, but they're technically a magic item. It's weird. But
Listen, I just want to blender this man like the new Liza P sword.
hell yeah. All right, you going for the goblin or you going for the bat?
The bat.
All right.
So it's a +3 to hit. Yeah, +3 to hit. So 1d20 +3. Are you fucking kidding me?
That's a miss.
Oh my god. That's all right. It's only one.
It's really thinking about it. It wants to roll. There we go. 14.
Damn.
14 misses.
Damn.
What the fuck? 8.
That's
8
all right. It's only a
misses.
+3.
What
That's
the
fine. That's fine.
The bat, it becomes a dogfight. It's like an R-wing chasing down like a big ship as the goblin dives and ducks out of the way of the spinning swords. These goblins are built different, I'm afraid. I'm so sorry.
Wait, was that against the goblin's AC or the bat's AC?
The bat.
Oh, the bat?
Yeah.
Then one of them hits. One of them hits the bat. I'm so sorry.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, one attack hits.
Okay. Then that is
Swords damage.
1d8. Yep.
1d8. Max
Word damage.
That's
5.
not bad. That's above average.
5, not bad. As this thing is dodging out of the way of the other swords, one of the swords, the third sword, the purple sword, clips the wing, slicing the membrane as blood splatters above you, Gaius. Alright, that ends the sword's turn. That brings us to Otho. It is now your turn.
Yippee! I can finally go. Okay. Do these swords count as allies for the purposes of sneak attack?
I treat them like not divine weapon. I treat them like the spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon? Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. If that's the case, is this goblin here? It's next to Milo, but it's like down on the ground.
He's on the ground. Yeah.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm going to aim a short bow shot at him.
Okay.
Do-do-do.
Oh,
That's 25.
That hits.
For 5 piercing as well as
Plus
sneak 9 points of sneak attack damage.
14 points. Not bad. As you fire off a shot at this goblin, strike him in the shoulder. He lets out a scream of pain. He is still standing, however, but he looks very rough.
All right, I'm gonna take a few steps towards this hole here.
Yeah, you don't worry about the hole. It's just you can just leap over it. It's pretty easy. It's just meant to,
To the
emulate.
hole.
I'll gesture to Gaius up to the bat. Mr. Agni, aim for the webbing. That's what's keeping it aloft. And I will give Master of Tactics to Gaius, and I'll look over to Milo. Mr. Brightbeam, they want fire. Give it to them.
All right,
that will be my turn.
That ends Otho's turn. You begin to watch now as the battlefield continues. You begin to see, as you are fighting on the deck of the ship, the bodies of goblins and bats hitting the ground, and you hear screams and roars of battle. You notice that the balloon wizard is firing off lightning bolts left and right, and you see other individuals firing arrows and clattering bones and swinging claws and talons. So the turn order is now Wark's turn.
Work, because I wasn't able to do the other thing. He's going to dodge for this round once more.
You got it. All right, that brings us to Gaius. It is now your turn.
All right, well, first of all, get me the fuck out of this fire. So Escan's telling me to fucking let loose the sails. Gaius doesn't know how to do that. What would I need to roll to figure out what I would have to do for that?
Intelligence check, I guess.
Oh, great, my worst stat. Here I go.
Well, couldn't you just... All right.
Also, the I will say this, Escan, while they are covered in wax, they do look flammable.
Yes, but it's an oil fire. Water isn't going to put it out. We don't have any sand, so smothering it is the best idea.
Well, but if
And especially because he works with maps, which are waxed and lacquered pieces of paper, that's the best idea he could come up with.
I would say this, just because you have a higher intelligence. There's too many things keeping these. I mean, it's a ship sail. There's too many things keeping this tied to the ship. It would take several turns to do, unfortunately.
If you are trying to cut the ropes, yes. He just said, see if you can bring the sails down. So.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Gaius doesn't know shit for shit about, like, I'm trying to do this without metagaming. I can't. Gaius doesn't know dick for crap about sales, so I'm trying to be like, okay, what do I do here? 5. No, I don't fucking know shit. All right, well, I can't master a tactics. I need to hit things that are close on the ground. And I don't know if there's a way I can kill the fire at the moment, because I have nothing that works with that. Oof, bad situation. Fuck, rock in a hard place. God damn it. Alright, I'm just gonna hit this dude right next to me.
Go for it. If you move one step forward, you could technically flank as well.
Oh right, Halva. Wait,
Yeah.
Would that work?
No, Milo's
No,
there.
Halva's on top of the map.
Yeah, Milo.
Milo's there.
Milo.
Yeah, I'm
That's-
there.
So there we go.
No, there is where you need to be, because it's, remember? Murder sandwich right there.
Okay, cool. That counts as a sandwich. Alright.
Yeah.
And I cannot express this enough. Ha.
Oh my god, 21.
Hey,
yeah,
21.
absolutely hits. 21.
So this is on the bat.
Oh, you're going on the bat? Okay, that definitely
Well-
hits then.
Yeah. So stalagmite. 10 slashing plus.
Woo!
5 giant's might.
15. Oh, this thing is looking so rough.
Okay.
You cut off one of its wings with a single swing of your axe, breaking its arm off.
Cool. I'm going to no, not yet. I'm going to attack the goblin this time.
Okay.
With my second attack. Here I go.
Oh, yeah.
25.
Absolutely hits.
7 slashing.
Plus.
I don't get to add that. It's only
Oh,
once per
okay.
turn.
The
But-
goblin is.
But I want to apply Fire Rune on him.
Okay, strength saving
Ooh.
throw, I believe.
Yes. He needs to beat a 15.
He rolled a natural one.
Oh, good.
Hey.
Good job.
Fuck yeah. Alright, here we go. 7
Oh, yeah.
fire at the start of
As-
his turn. Oh.
Don't worry about it, because as you strike and the fire giant rune sears over his body, it breaks the pot of oil
Oh,
in his bag,
God
not
dang.
only catching him ablaze, but also his bat, which also will take the 7 fire damage, killing both of them in a fiery explosion.
God.
do I
Fantastic.
see that?
You sure fucking
Amazing.
do.
Okay.
However,
action
I
set.
will say this, there is a fire here now, unfortunately, just as a result of that.
Okay.
They are dealing with a volatile, they are using a volatile substance on their bodies, so it's just part of the course there.
Fair enough.
Action surge, move myself over.
Uh,
I'm not done yet. I want to hit these fuckers.
no, you don't need to action. Oh, are you action surging to attack?
Yes.
Oh, okay, then yeah,
there
go
you go.
for it.
Yep.
Go for the
so,
bat or the goblin. I guess bat,
Bat-
is the
bat
only thing you
first.
can reach. Yeah.
Well,
And then down comes the goblin.
no, they're down. I can hit both of them.
No, but your
Giant
you
Smite increases your reach by 5, so
don't- Do you have reach with giant smite?
it's not
Yes, I
reach,
do.
it just increases your reach by 5.
It's because he's a larger category size.
Yeah, it's in the description of the...
Yeah,
Oh,
like
okay.
I have
Yeah.
10 feet. I have 10 feet of range.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad. Then yes, you can hit either of them. Which one do you want to hit?
Well,
Holy
first let's go for the bat.
All right, you got it.
23,
23 hits.
17 slashing.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. 1 second. 17. That's gonna bring it down to that. All right, very nice.
Let's
Bat is-
finish the
bat is-
problem off so he doesn't get away.
Bat is still up. Yep.
Yep. 18,
18 hits.
9 slashing.
You rush through the flames as an explosion erupts behind you, Gaius, and you rear forward and you bisect the head of this bat, pinning it to the wooden floor as the goblin tumbles off the back of his mount.
That is my turn.
All right. That ends Gaius' turn. Halva, it is now your turn.
Okay, so I see that bat and rider go up in flame after they get combusted with the volatile like ichor that they have, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the status with this bat over here and rider?
Uh,
Are they separated?
He did dismount his bat because he's pursuing Kai right now.
Okay, perfect. In that pursuit, I would like to use the height that I have and the angle that I have and try and snipe them down. And
it.
I would like to aim, if I can, at wherever they're storing these like Molotovs on their person.
Unfortunately, you don't know where they're storing them. They're not consistently storing them. They don't have uniform like the. Also, please measure from center if you're measuring distance, not
yeah.
from corner.
Yep.
So you don't really know, unfortunately, but we'll see what happens.
Better.
Okay, so 19.
19, that hits. You're going for the goblin, right?
11.
Ooh.
Plus bonus action hunter's mark. I moved that from the
Yep.
I mean, I guess it's dead now, and move it over to the goblin itself. So with that, I get the 6 here. Ooh, 16.
Yes.
Another 5
and
points
then I
of
get-
damage. Not
And
bad.
then I get my D4. 19.
19 points of damage. He is still standing.
Then I get my absorb elements damage.
It's only for melee attacks, or is it weapon attack? I always forget.
Next
Should
melee
know
attack.
this.
Yeah, you're right. Never mind.
Yeah, it's melee attack, unfortunately.
Stupid spell. How dumb on a ranger. Okay. All right. Well, I guess
You have a
that's-
second shot, though.
I have my second attack though.
He gets a second shot.
Yeah.
He
Guess
gets to
we're
take
above
another
high.
shot.
That's
Yes,
20.
Give me a
he
shout
does,
out!
He does.
20 hits.
Give him the chop.
Thank you all of you for
10
Oh my God.
remembering.
plus 4, 14.
Kai, as you're backing up, as this goblin is like smacking his scimitar against the wood of the ship and approaching menacingly as the fire erupts around you, you hear a phew as the goblin head gets pinned to the ground as a longbow shot takes him out.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
Luckily, avoiding causing an explosion or spilling the oil from his container
Very
as
nice.
he is simply pinned to the ground.
I kind of salute and give you a nod before finding another target.
All right. Halva, is that your turn?
That is my turn.
All right. Kai, it is now your turn.
All right, I have a very important clarification question before I do this first part. I would like to cast Dragon's Breath on Work, and I would like to
Okay.
make it the ice element, but I want to know how you would rule if I had him then go try to put out the fires with that breath.
I like that. We'll see what happens.
All right, then I'm going to cast Dragon's Breath Ice on Work as my bonus action,
Okay.
and I will step forward to swing at this thing with my 2 attacks.
You got it.
All right, rapier time. Here we go. So, first swing is going to be a 25.
25 hits.
Nice.
So 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. Not bad.
Second swing is going to be an 11, which probably misses.
11, unfortunately, misses.
So I will flavor this as I will flip them. Kai is going to almost like feign an attack, and as it dodges out of the way, he will expertly counter strike and slash across this thing's chest as he turns to Work. Work! Fires! And he'll stay on this dragon, and that'll be turn.
All right. That brings us to Milo. It is now your turn. As the fire next to you is like, oh god, there's like a smoldering pile.
It's at that. We gotta do something about that later. This one is in the air. This
Yeah.
bat is in the air, and
He's
this
70
bat is
feet in the air. Yes.
right? Cool.
And the little guy's on the ground.
Are
You got this
these?
little fucker on the ground, too.
Is this sail technically out, or is it technically wrapped up?
It's a tattered sail that's hanging, so it's like floating in the kind of air. It doesn't look like it's like, obviously can't move the ship, but it's like it's got like a fuckload of holes in it and stuff.
Okay, cool.
You can move around it, like you can move through it. It's like above you.
Oh.
It's not. Yeah.
Oh no, that's fine. Seeing the goblin beside him spontaneously combust when fire was applied, he smirks a little bit, realizing that this one's really high up in the air. You know what? Let's just cast Fireball,
Okay.
because it's not gonna hit the
Wait, no, that's my job!
The flaming corpse might hit the ship, but let's see here.
That's what we're supposed to do. Ah!
Wham! So DC 16 deck save,
All right.
26
Starting with the bat.
with the bat.
5 for the bat. The bat's fucked.
Cool. Yeah.
Gabo rolled an 18, so he succeeds. He takes half. He takes 13.
So it's going to be 13 fire, and it's going to be additional 6 radiant, but that's going to go down to 3 radiant for the goblin.
You got it. So that's gonna bring him down to that HP. The bat.
That's going to take 32.
Bat's gone. However, as you hit him with the fireball, the pot on his body breaks, and he needs to make a dexterity saving throw against his own fire napalm. He fails. Go ahead for me, Milo, and roll me 1d4 points of damage, please.
Let's go. Take that 3.
He takes 3 points of damage. He then begins to plummet, and I need you to roll me. Oh God.
Oh, I'm so
Outstanding.
happy. I'm so happy.
66, please. As he falls to the ground as a little flaming fireball.
24 damage.
24, he hits the ground with a meaty slap along with his bat, and the only thing to his name that he leaves behind as his legacy is a little shitty fire.
I like to imagine he hits the ground in a Family Guy fall pose.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
Or
does the
Yamcha.
bat.
All
The bat
right.
is Yamcha. He's the Family Guy pose on top.
All right. I do currently have a fly speed, so Can I just go over this fire, or is it like really high up?
If you walk through it, you will have to.
Oh no,
you will
I'm
incur
flying.
a check.
I'm trying to fly over it because I have.
Oh yeah, you can fly over it. Absolutely, yes.
Okay, I didn't know if it was like super tall or anything.
If you go
like
into it though, you're gonna incur
No,
some
I know.
damage.
I need to
Monty,
feel this.
Monty, if you can swing my funny force mace over here to this little goober who's dribbling.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, stop that! Stop! No!
Okay, no, that's Spirit Guardians. Game.
Pourquoi?
I need S spiritual weapon. There we go. Ooh, that's a 10. That's gonna miss.
10 misses as he ducks out of the way, still leaving a trail of fire.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be turn for me.
All right. That brings us to the enemy's turn. All right.
boy.
Starting with first of all, the fires begin to expand. So let's do that real fast.
Fuck.
Don't worry, guys, I'm on
the
it.
fire around you begins to expand. This one's gonna kind of go into the... No, that's the bat. That's still the bat. Delete the bat.
The bat begins to expand, spreading
Alva.
to the building around it.
Yes.
You begin to smell smoke beneath you.
Oh.
And then this
Okay.
little fucker, he made fire. Hold on.
Fire.
If it teaches you anything, it's don't be the guy who has a bandolier of flask of alchemist fire. It will backfire horribly.
Literally.
That one spreads
That's why you
there,
just fill a
too.
cart with 100 of them and leave it for people
Yeah.
to find.
Like a good DM.
Yeah.
Alright.
The fires begin to spread on the top of the ship, but that is the least of your concerns. As you hear over the battlefield a horrifying shriek. Halva, you know this scream.
Oh no.
It sends a chill up your spine as roaring and riding on a giant bat, a bat unlike you've ever seen. Its face is completely skin with blood dribbling from its mouth. Giant red wings with black hairs. A vile-looking giant vampire bat swoops down onto the scene, upon which on its back is a bugbear champion.
Oh God.
And you see him right here. Hold on. Right there. Top
Maybe
right
he's
corner.
Oh, I see. Whoa! That bat's big and pops out of the barrier, or pops out of the thing.
Yeah, I love when the tokens do that. It's so cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The scale.
That is their turn to enter the battlefield. It is now the goblin's turn. Who's dead? Sound off. Alright.
They're dead.
Alright, goblin number 1. Oh man. Goblin number 1 is gonna actually swing at one of your swords here. Starting with the
Okay.
bat. The bat's gonna go for the swords.
Oh.
Jesus, the bat got a 23.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, the sword takes 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
That's for orange sword. It's aiming for orange sword.
Yeah.
The goblin is going to take 2 swings against it. First one's going to be a soft 20,
Uh-huh.
taking... Oh, sad. 3 points of damage.
Which sword is taking this?
Orange. Orange sword is taking all this. And second swing, that's going to be an 11, which I believe misses.
That misses.
Yeah. That is going to be his turn as he's just like, like kind of swinging at these enchanted blades. They've never seen, like, rare to see even a sword, but flying ones are just so unheard of for them. Goblin number 2 got fucked up by Milo. I'm just gonna erase that health bar real fast. Goblin number 3
Bye,
is
bitch.
also very dead. Goblin number 4 immediately is going to... Yeah, he's going to throw his pot of oil onto you, Gaius, as he has not used his yet.
Is that an attack?
It's like an attack ability, so if you want to give it disadvantage, you absolutely can.
Yeah, I don't want my buddy on fire.
Yeah. Alright.
We're not gonna have to like spend turns taking care of these fires, unfortunately.
That is going to be a miss. I'm assuming you're doing the flash, Milo?
Yes, absolutely.
Alright, that is going to be a 7 for the pot.
Nope.
As he throws it, it shatters across the ground, however. I will say the fire ends up here. I need
The fire?
dexterity. Yeah, so you don't get covered in it. You don't get covered in the oil. Oh, sorry, right. No, it's just the oil's on the ground. Hold
Yeah,
on.
it's just oil now. It's not fire. I'm like, Jesus
it's not
Christ,
fire, yeah.
already?
Hold on.
Fast-acting oil.
He is not going to activate it. He's just going to drop the oil on the ground.
Okay.
And then he is going to... What is he going to do? He's going to disengage from you. Oh, no, he already attacked, so he has to take another attack action. Okay, he's going to smooth on over here, and he's going to do a scimitar attack against you.
Okay.
Terrible. 8.
I slap the palm of his hand to the side.
As you slap him, the oil is slippery under his feet, and he kind of spins a little bit.
I can't wait to golf club this man off the ship.
Goblin number 5 is going to take 2 arrow shots towards you, Escan. He seems a little frightened that you're still standing in the fucking fire. He's like, yeah, I got you. And
Come
you're
at
just
me,
standing
bro.
there. And he's like, what the fuck?
What's happening?
Try me, bitch.
First shot. I guess the fear is taking over. 7.
That will miss.
Second shot.
I am going to use my reaction to activate Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
This will be at a -6.
Damn. Okay, so 21 minus 6 is going to be...
That'll still hit.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, total is 21. So still hits.
It'll be a 15 after the -6, which is well above my armor class.
You take, oh Christ, maximum damage here from the piercing
10?
damage. You take 8 points of piercing damage plus... 1 point of additional fire damage from the arrow.
I love that I'm resistant to fire and I keep taking 1 point of fire.
I'm sorry!
damage. No, it's
Yep.
funny as hell.
It's
I
very
love
funny.
That. It's so funny.
It's so EastCon too.
Someone gave me dice for keys from the Golden Vault, and they keep rolling 1s on the D4s, man. It's bullshit. But anyway. That ends that goblin's turn. Goblin number 6 is fucking dead. Goblin number 7... Halva, you watch as they fly over with their bat, and they leap off their bat, and you are now surrounded on both sides. However, the bat will not get flanking because he hasn't moved yet, so bat is gonna bite at you. You're having like a fucking Jack Sparrow fight up here right now.
Yeah, no, I'm here for it.
The bat got a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
For 3 points of damage.
Okay.
As it bites onto your leg, and as the goblin leaps off of his bat and lands on the other side, he's gonna swing 2 swings towards you. First swing.
Okay.
Yikes, that is gonna be a 25 to hit.
That is.
With the flanking. You take 7 points of piercing damage from the scimitar. Or sorry, 7 points of slashing damage from the scimitar.
Okay.
Second swing, 15 to hit.
15 just misses.
Okay, he swings again and you jump out of the air and land on the ground as you are dueling a goblin in the pale moonlight. Where is goblin number 8? Where is my goblin? Where is he?
I'm blind. I can't count.
Oh, right, he's running with fire. He's gonna keep fucking running.
God damn it.
1, 5,
damn it.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Shoot him! Shoot him!
They're trying.
We are not built of taking out these fires.
They have a very intentional battle plan here, so they've
Leave the
come
fires to me. I think I have our only fire extinguisher, and I'm gonna try.
All right. That ends the enemy's turn. Escan, it is now your turn. You are still on fire, so you are going to take some fire damage.
I'm no longer resistant, so this would be the time to roll max damage on this fire damage.
I rolled 1 point again. I'm not even fucking
Hey, at least consistency of the 5e fire.
Listen,
my
guys, I know my
God.
element association has been ice this whole time, but I think I might switch.
Yeah.
You take 1 point of fire damage as you are still engulfed in flames, and you are standing in basically a bonfire right now.
Yeah, that makes sense. Fire. I will actually. Here's my question. I don't know if it's gonna make a difference because the fire is on me, so I don't know if leaving the fire actually helps me at all.
Well, it prevents you from having to make a dexterity saving throw at the end of your turn if you're in the fire, so that depends.
So So once I leave the fire, I'm no longer on fire because he did douse me in the oil.
You are still on fire. You would just not be taking fire damage from the giant fucking fire you're standing in. You have napalm on you right now, and there's also a fire underneath you, so you're in 2 fires right now.
Double fire, so it cancels out. I heal.
No.
Oh, okay. I tried. God, I hope I don't drip fire. I will exit the flame.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Luckily, you are covered in oil. You are not dripping oils, but you are still on fire, technically.
Right, but I'm not in fire. I'm just
No, you are no longer in fire.
Soon I will be around fire. I'm going to then turn back towards this guy, the bat. And speaking of ice, I will cast Ice Knife.
All right.
Ooh. And miss. That's an 11. No, sorry, that's a 14 to hit the bat.
14 to hit the bat. That hits the bat.
Oh, it does hit the bat. Oh, okay.
Yeah, hits the bat.
Well, the bat is going to take 7 points of piercing damage and then needs to make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw, or it will take 4 cold damage. The goblin also needs to make the dex save.
Okay. The bat got a 16.
So he passes.
The goblin, got a 7.
He fails, so he will take 4 points of cold damage.
4 points of cold damage. Is that it? Can you describe what the spell says about the exploding cold damage for me?
Yes, on a hit, the target takes 1d10 piercing damage. Hit or miss, the shard then explodes. The target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
As the ice explodes, you notice the fire diminishes in size.
Hey, that gives me hope.
All right. And now we have learned a thing. I don't have any potions, so that will be turn.
All right, that ends Escan's turn. It is now the allies' turn. Go ahead for me and roll me a d6, re-rolling any 5s or 6s, please.
I'll do it. God, I hope they're smart and actually try to take care of the fucking fire. 1d6.
We'll see.
Yeah, but re-roll any 5 or 6 that you get.
2.
Perfect. Just what you begged for. Pick a fire, they'll put it out. As you watch as a bunch of sailors come up a bunch of civilians come up with buckets and are ready to throw water out on the fires. Pick a fire, which one's going out?
If these two are merged together, do they count as one? The ones
This is one fire, this is a new fire.
What about
Each
right
of
here?
these are separate fires, and then you got this fire over here, and you got this fire over here.
If I might make a suggestion, guys, nobody's over here. That might be a good one to focus on.
let's diminish that one over there.
All right. You watch as a dragonborn and like 3 halflings emerge out running in through the flames, and they toss water, putting out this fire.
Oh, thank God.
All right. That ends the allies' turn. That brings us to Escan. Oh, wait.
Oh,
What?
we win.
Escan
Nope.
win.
He's
I go
also
again?
probably
Let's
Otho.
go.
Probably Otho or the swords.
The swords
Should
are
be
Otho. It should be the
Yeah.
swords.
Oh,
Is it
gosh,
the
I'm so
swords?
dumb. Sorry. Swords. It is now the
There
swords'
we go.
turn.
Well, second verse, same as the first. Hit the bat.
Hit the
Bang,
bat.
bang, ba bang.
It's the bat.
Come on, roll
Make it
20.
hurt.
Can we get?
You think you're
We
too
get
chicken to come down here?
I'm kicking my ass.
Roll 1d20 plus 3.
Come on, baby. Damn.
For fuck's sake!
No.
all You got 3 more. Damn. There it is.
16.
That's one.
16 hits.
13.
Maybe.
13 just hits.
Oh my god!
There
All
you
right,
go. So 2 of them this time. There you go.
Yeah, 2d. So 2d8.
I will say this. Unfortunately,
What the fuck, man?
it's still
4.
damage. It's still damage.
It is still damage.
However, I will say the one that rolled a natural 1, it did roll a big severity. As it swings, it gets caught in the fibers of the sail. So unfortunately, I'll say for the sake of this, it's prone, for lack of a better term. It's kind of stuck where it is at this time.
I don't mean to be that guy, Monty, but that shit's fucking immune to prone.
Oh, well, then there we go.
Well, there you go.
I'll just say it's considered quote unquote grappled or something where it's like it can't move basically.
Yeah,
Like, it
fair
can still
enough,
attack,
fair
but
enough.
it like if it needs to move anywhere, it can't. It's stuck.
Wait, no, I am that guy. It's not. It can be prone, so fine, whatever.
Yeah. Either way, it can't move. Like it can still swing and like try and stab and like jab, but it can't like leave its space right now.
Which color is this one?
0.
Blue. Blue is the one.
Okay.
I'll put like a little symbol on it.
Is the one.
All right. That brings us to Otho. It is now your turn.
Right. This might be a bit much for one action, but bear with me for a moment. I want to take off my jacket and use my water skin to soak it through, and I want to try and put out E-scan.
Okay, you take your action to put out E-scan.
Oh, I'm put out already.
Yes.
All right, E-scan, you feel the napalm, the burning oil on your body immediately quenched by Otho's wet jacket as you are no longer on fire and will no longer be taking permanent fire damage on your turn. You are quenched.
But am I quelched?
You are quelched as well.
Okay, good.
Oh, jeez.
Delicious.
But if you're quenched, you got to work on that, man.
That would be a problem, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a you problem.
That's
Seek help.
Skill issue.
Yep.
Satisfied, Otho's probably going to discard his probably charged jacket now.
Actually, not that charred. It's mostly like, you know,
Same
but
it's got
regardless,
oil on it.
If you smother a fire, the thing you're smothering with usually doesn't suffer that much damage.
Yeah, it really
So you
doesn't.
keep your jacket. Hooray!
It just has cool tan lines.
I'm then going to cunning action dash,
You can just go there.
and I'm gonna run interception with this Gerblin.
You got it. As he runs into your legs, Otho, and goes, ah! And kind of almost lands on the ground as he's, like, looking up at you, still holding on to his oil bottle.
And just the fires of the ship catching in those light reflecting pupils.
Hell yeah. All right, Otho, that ends your turn.
Sure is.
You begin to hear yells as you see not only that one vampire bat has entered the arena, but there are 3 other ones ridden. One by an orc and the other 2 ridden by bugbears. And you see the Valadores currently locked in a tense battle. You see the balloon wizard currently being accosted by a frenzy of bats and blasting out firebolt spells to try and dissuade them from attacking. It is pandemonium around them. There are fires burning throughout, but you hear people yelling, "Get more water! Move, move, move!" And the sounds of the bells ringing out. That brings us top of the turn order. It is now Wark's turn.
All right, Wark is going to do, as I said before, he's going to fly. Oh, oop, that's not what I wanted. He's going to fly over here. And
For
he
cones,
is...
you want to measure from center as well for cones.
Okay, I will measure from center. It's not a big deal. So I'm going to get him to here, and he's going to blast this way.
All right,
Hitting
as
both
he
fires.
blasts this way, the first fire is quenched. The second fire is brought down
Diminished.
a little bit,
Okay.
diminished for sure.
Let's go.
All right. And he's
You
then gonna
watch
hide behind-
E-scan as
Yeah.
Wark like flies by, looks at you, goes Wark, and then turns his mouth, opens it like a full like Muppet like line, and it just erupts ice out of it in a horrible torrent, like a burst pipe.
throw up noises.
Yeah, it's like the gnome throwing up rainbows.
Your Honor, I bring forth the crown witness.
He's then going to use Iskon as cover and hide behind him.
You
What
got
the
it, perfect.
fuck, Warg?
Yep.
I thought you know the video I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right, Gaius. Gaius, it is now your turn.
All right, well, hey, buddy. Oh, hey. Fuck you. 26.
26, that hits.
18 slashing plus.
Oh.
Okay, hold on.
Go
wait.
for it. Go for it.
6. Oh my god, 6 max.
You Gallagher this goblin.
Wait, okay. Do
Wait,
I
hold on.
actually end him?
26? 26?
Yeah.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, how you doing? 4. Whack him off the ship.
Okay. You hear this like the crit noise from Smash Brothers?
Yeah.
As
Game!
there's a little twinkle in the clouds as he's gone.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, TF2 or Smash? One of the two is good. Alright, well, I can only focus on enemies that are grounded at the moment. So, I just don't make it. So, instead, I had enough of this fucking dude up here. I'm gonna scoot on over this away and throw a javelin at the guy up in the air where my
You
swords are
got it.
fighting.
The goblin or the bat?
The bat.
You got it. Yep.
Alley-oop! Nat 20!
Oh!
Let's go, Gaius!
Oh my god. Oh my god. 10 points of damage. The bat is still up. Did you get your giant smite on that too?
No, I have giant smite only once per turn.
Damn it.
Oh, the bat is still in the air as you gore its center, almost decapitating the goblin on its back. It begins to buckle as blood rains down like rainwater onto the sails, staining it red. The bat is like barely hanging on.
I don't have anything else I can do right now. Shite. Well, okay. I can do something, but an enemy has to end their movement within my space. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. That's it for me, unfortunately. Actually, wait a
Alright.
minute. I'm gonna scoop myself one more because I have 35. So right there.
All right. I know we're a bit tight for time. So, as the fires begin to subside, but the screech of a far-off horror begins its descent upon the siege of the... Oh my god, my capsized perch. Forgot the name of my own town, Jesus. The roars of goblin screams and the blasting of spells and magics, the smell of smoke in the air, and the twists of the wind as you protect this location from this onslaught. A terrifying enemy on the wing. That is where we're going to end the session for tonight, and we will continue this combat
Let's go.
in 2
Some
weeks'
really
time,
cool,
as
too.
next week we will not be having a session, but the 25th we will.
We're back,
Okay.
baby.
We're back.
We did it.
Let's
One week
go.
off,
Yeah.
we'll be back.
This is great. I
Mark?
love I love mounted combat too. Like when
It's
not
so
mounted
fun.
combat, but like fighting mounted enemies. Especially when the fucking mounts are smart too.
Great combat design,
Yeah.
Monty. A lot of shit going on.
Thank you.
Yeah, and the fire too
Both
is
spread
very
out
nice.
too.
Oh yeah,
I-
these
it's-
goblins were like
Yeah.
preparing. They were gonna.
I'm sorry, Mark. I was just like, I get what you're trying to do to say
No,
that to
you have
Gaius,
nothing
but
to
Gaius has
apologize
no
for.
fucking clue what
You-
to do about that.
100% nothing to apologize for. That was simply a roleplay situation because there was very little else I could do in this situation.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no, nothing to apologize for.
Bye, Austin.
Bye,
Oh
Austin.
yeah, bye, Austin.
Have a goodbye, Austin.
So next week, yes, we will be unfortunately no session because we got 2 people who are kind of doing stuff. But I am gonna maybe do a one shot in a different system. I'm gonna talk to some people and I might do a one shot in a different system.
Sorry, gang. It's the beginning of summer. People's schedules are gonna fluctuate very hard.
There's gonna be some fluctuation.
There might if July 18th runs on a Wednesday, I might just be like, Monty, it's my birthday. Can I please have off?
See,
July 18th.
My birthday is next Wednesday, but I wasn't gonna take it off. But
July 18th is a Friday.
Then no problem.
But I'm also gonna be out of town anyway on the 16th. So,
well, there you go.
Yeah, it's fine either way. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're entering into con season, and also some people in this call are fucking actors or something getting work. Jesus.
Hey,
Speaking
Southeast Asian
of-
clients are the timetable is insane.
Speaking of, there is one such actor who does need to head out. So
Yeah.
Jonas, you
Also,
want to start
Gaijin,
our
you need
outro?
to too to go.
I gotta go to a rap party and go get my picture taken. So I gotta go doll myself up. But
So tell the people where they can find you before you leave.
you got it, guys. Guys, please come Saturday, twitch.tv/alphaanarchy. I will be streaming all day, 12 hours. The window for the National Association of Voice Actors that I'm going to be on their Twitch stream is from 8 to 10 p.m. But I'm going to be streaming the game Dying Light 2 for the entire day. That's why I haven't really been streaming this week. We are going to it's to support natural organic voices in video games, and we'll be talking about the process of making a AAA game and going to the studio and giving advice and stuff like that and answering questions from chat, all while playing a game I voiced the main character in. So please come check out my stream on Saturday. I'll be playing Dying Light 2 all day. It'll be great. But I'm gonna book it, guys. Thank you so much, Monty. This was great. Love you all to death. Sorry I had to dip before we had the real fun of the session, which is making stupid jokes while we're
You're
reading bits
good,
notifications.
fam.
and
The
stuff.
stupid jokes will be stupid whether you are here or not.
That's true. That's true. All right, y'all. I love you guys. I'll see you later. Thank you.
Bye, buddy.
Bye, guys.
All
All right, Gaijin, you next, because you also need to rest.
You can find me at twitch.tv/Gaijin Goomba every Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, 7 p.m. US Central. Oh, excuse me, 6 p.m. US Central. Haha, I'm tired. There are so many boomy shooty games coming out for Next Fest demos. I'm gonna be piling them on. I might do more Monster Hunter just because it's been forever since I've done that. I'm missing out on things. Community night on Sunday. Gonna do a bit of Michael Punk, which is like extraction shooter, but you're working for a cockroach. It's fine. It's very good. If we blow through that, yeah, definitely Monster Hunter. Working on the next Witch Ninja. We're gonna be talking about Psylocke from Marvel Rivals.
I'm so excited that you're doing Psylocke. Just saying.
Yeah. Well, prepare yourself.
I'm thoroughly prepared. I'm ready.
So, yeah, no, it'll be good. And then next Orc video, I'm gonna do an Is It Orky on Doomslayer because quad minigun. And that's me. I'm doing more things, but I can't remember right now, and I need to go sleep.
Bye, Gaijin. Thank you for
I was
being
kind of
here.
hoping that when you made cough, you just cut the feed.
Oh, you'd be like,
I would be so worried.
Yes!
There you go.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I love it.
Well, I guess I'm normally
Yeah,
next.
You're going next because that's normally the order. Go ahead, take it.
You can find me on Blue Sky at Mark Allen Jr. here on Twitch at Aeon Pro Tech Gaming. So I took like a whole
Did you
3
just have a
points of
stroke?
fire damage today, so like I'm struggling.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Sunday, coming by my channel, I've got my 3-hour music challenge stream. I spin a genre wheel. I've got 3 hours to make a song in that genre, and not just me. You can too. If you are a musician of any kind, come on by. It'll be fun. Next Tuesday, you can find me on Connor's channel. He can tell you more about that. Next Wednesday is my birthday. I'm not really doing anything special for it because it's not really a special birthday number. I also have to work, and I'm one of the reasons why we're not having a session next week. So, but I'll just put that out there. It will be my birthday next week. Maybe if I have some free time open up, there will be another stream on a different day. I just know it can't be on that day. So we'll figure it out, but it'll be fun. Other than that, yeah, I'll have some cool stuff to announce soon. For various reasons, I've had to wait on certain things for a while, but I may get to announce some of them soon. So keep an eye out for that, and I'll share when I can. Other than that, that's it for me.
Fantastimundo. Mr. Zito, hit him with those details. What are you up to?
Okay, do you guys mind if I now start pimping a lot of things because there's a lot going on?
You do you, my
Go
guy.
for it,
It's
yeah.
your time.
Okay. Hi everyone, Zito here. You can find me on twitch.tv/Zito where Patreon for some reason has not paid me since the 5th. So I'm doing a bunch of commissions because I want to go with me and my wife to Too Many Games in Philadelphia at the end of the month. And bills are kind of looking a little shafty right now because of, the money hasn't come in. So I'm doing commissions to supplement that on my Twitch streams. After this is done, I'm going directly back into that. For everyone who understandably has left the Patreon for parts unknown because I haven't written any D&D stuff, I super get it. But I'm now just gonna be like, I have a crumb of things I'm actually working on that I haven't had a chance to update. I finally put it out. If you want 2 new nautical races that are gonna be in a new book that's coming out, the primer is real, I promise you. That post I just put in there is proof. For $5, you can check out the update for the new primer. My new VOD YouTube channel, which people have constantly asked me to put up, is finally up. Another reason why I'm kind of mad that the Patreon money didn't come in is because one of my new videos is actually held hostage to pay my editor for. So we are disastrously close to 500 subs. If I get 500 subs, I am one step closer to YouTube actually having to pay me money. Screw you guys. I want that. Give me that. And beyond that, I actually do have something cool voiceover that might be happening in the near future. Can't talk about it yet, but it's coming.
Is that everything?
Please join. If you go to my Twitch channel, one more thing. If you like to have the taste of a OCT tournament with a little bit of a writing exercise for comics, join me sooner rather than later on my stream. We're gonna do a new session of Power Hat. What's Power Hat? It's a writing game where you submit your own little blorbos, and we have them duke it out by randomly pulling them out of a hat, and then I have to basically create a scenario where your 2 little dudes fight. And I'm doing that with 8 to 16 people, so singles and duos. And the last session was really, really fun, and a lot of people enjoyed it. So I'd like to make it more of a common thing. So come on by if you want to see what it was like to learn how to do writing from a Silver Age DC artist when I was in college.
Damn.
Whoa. Golly. All right. Well, then I guess we'll move this gravy train along. Montgomery Glue.
Hello.
What's up with you?
Hi. We got back to the regularly scheduled program. Tomorrow will be Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Friday will be the last part of the Final Fantasy Heavensward Alliance raid series. We're doing the last raid of that one. And then Saturday will be more Phoenix Wright with Shay. I love that Shay is so upset about the updated autopsy report. It's so great. It's so perfect. I love that I showed her an animation about it. She's like, oh, so everyone agrees that it's bullshit. And I'm like, yeah.
Oh, did you show her the animation?
The one of Edgeworth dancing L
Yes!
ratio. Yeah, I showed her that. And she was like, I'm glad to know that I'm not the only one annoyed by this. Which is pretty great. But we'll hopefully be finishing the first case on Saturday. Sunday is my day off. Leave me alone. Monday, I will be, unfortunately, we won't be finishing up Rustbench due to a doctor's appointment. However, you may catch me in the evening over at Xanalis Grimm's channel for Cold Rock. Tuesday, we'll be having Vecna Eve of Ruin, followed by the Keys from the Golden Vault. We're back. We're mad. And then Wednesday, we're back here for a one-shot that I think I have maybe kind of a fun idea of what to do. So we'll figure that out. That's me.
Yeah.
Hello?
All right. Well, that
Here,
brings us
here.
around to me. You can find me at Ed Bosco VA on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and right here on twitch.tv/Edward Bosco, where tomorrow we will be doing some more Metal Gear Solid 3. It will be a late start because I have to work in the evening. I apologize, but we will still give you a little bit of Metal Gear Solid 3. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying that. Friday will be some more MNW, Friday Night Flashbang, my wrestling stream. Saturday, I'm off. It ain't the Lord's Day, but that's my off day now because Sunday I'm doing an honor run of Baldur's Gate 3 along with Connor, Arkolv, and Evie, so it's the Prince Division plus our biggest fan. We'll be kicking off episode 2 of that if you want to check that out. And then on Monday, I've got a doubleheader of Lost Judgment with Connor over on his channel, followed by Stalwart Souls with Xanalis Grim on his channel. And then I'll be back on Tuesday for some more Vecna Eve of Ruin. Boy, did stuff hit the fan last week. It was great. And then more Monster Hunter because Gormagala kicked my shit in, all of our shit. And so we need to get back to it. It is a 8-star tempered Gormagala, and we are just...
Wait, they released tempered Gormagala?
Yeah, it's rough.
Oh, shit.
Yes, my son!
I think it's tempered. It was rough. It was something. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, it was brutal. I wanted to fight it. I was not ready for it, but I will be next week. We got this. That's me.
Is it tempered gore? Oh my god, I need to fight tempered gore.
Yeah, it's so good. It's really good. We beat everything else but him.
It's 8-star tempered.
It's 8-star temper, yeah. It's a pain. But we were also doing it as a 3-person team. It was Arkolv, myself, and Heartsy. So we were
get
doing
me the fuck in on that. I want in on that.
It was extremely hard. Evie joined at the end, and we did better. But yeah, if you want to come by on Tuesday, we're going to be grinding that out because we are going to beat him.
I'm running D&D. Fuck.
Oh man, come by afterwards or before. One of the two.
I might have to do a pickup stream at some point.
Yeah, for sure. But that's me. I'm going to kick it over to Connor. Take us home, Mr. Distortion Devil.
That's me. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Tumblr, Blue Sky at Distortion Devil. You can find all my TTRPG-centric content over at youtube.com/Devils and Dice Rolls and patreon.com/Devils and Dice Rolls if you are feeling generous and want to facilitate the production process and maybe get some interesting benefits as well. Yes, this Friday we're going to be playing Guilty as Sock. That's going to be a lot of fun. It's sort of a funny little improv game. As well, we're going to be playing some more Fallout as well. This week, Gateway returns. As the saga of the Emerald Acropolis continues, and some interesting stuff happening there. But that's going to be on Saturday. And that's really about it for me. This episode of The Unexpectables was brought to you in part by Die Hard Dice.
Die Hard Dice!
Interesting enough, the keys from the Golden Vault dice that was given to me were Die Hard Dice as well, and they're really nice.
Nice.
And they said, take just a little bit of fire damage.
To take a little bit of fire damage to Die Hard Dice.
As a treat.
And if you want some dice to give fire damage to your player or take fire damage, then head on over to dieharddice.com. Use the code DistortionDevil. You can save 10% on your order. As well, check out our merch store. We've got all sorts of fantastic Unexpectables related designs that can be all sorts of things, from apparel to water bottles, you name it. All sorts of stuff. As well, we couldn't do this week in, week out without bits and subs from viewers like you. And where did we leave off on these?
Oscar?
We left off, I believe, with K-Man Meister. And I didn't get a chance to read that one, but I remember the name.
Let's see here. There we go. K-Man Meister, thank you for the bit. One.
One.
You know what and the you know where. Thank you for the 100 bits. Episode title, 5 Toes Down.
Wow.
Glork Snack Eater of Children, thank you for the 21 bits. How's it going? I missed it in the beginning, but I'm here now. Shit's on fire.
Literally.
We haven't seen this much fire since Pud.
Honestly.
Dugga40, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey Zito, speaking of pirate shenanigans, my D&D group on Sunday just got a boat, and I'm having the group upgrade it.
Yo, look, all I'm gonna say is that if you want one of your players to be an otter, you should check out my Patreon.
There you go. Mythical Things, thank you for the 100 bits. Sex Pirates 5, Peg in the Poop Deck.
Yeah!
Oh my god.
That is a name.
Y'all are
Bank
too
it,
clever.
Bank it, spank it, yank it. Thank you for the 100 bits.
Bop it.
What?
I love it.
You are kidding me with that name.
Holy
Sex Pirates
shit.
6, 9 men, 1 boat.
Oh,
Oh
God.
my lord.
Zenlita, thank you for the 100 bits. I can't not imagine the Admiral and her partner as the Chief Admiral Merlib and Hildebrand Manderville.
It's so the fucking oh god. So she looks like a human version of the captain from Treasure Planet is the way I envision her, but with like black hair and like a ponytail and not a Catwoman. And then her partner is like if Mihawk from One Piece had a child with Usopp and they had a baby together, and that's what
Oh my God.
James looks like. He's like, yeah. Their story's fucking interesting. That's all I'm gonna say.
Medically Prescribed Druid, thank you for the 35 bits. I finally caught a live stream. I've been here for a while, but I'm finally happy to be here.
Hell yeah.
Callum Draws, thank you for the 5 bits. Oh man, what if Harlan actually did have feelings for her, but never said so? Drama.
Damn. Sex Pirates 5.
True.
Sex Pirates 5, the captain's quarters.
The
There you
captain's table.
Mr. Snacks, thank you for the 48 months. Crossing Times, thank you for the 20 bits. I have a book on that one helmet NPC. In book 1 and Empty, I know so much information on these two. You have a book? They wrote a book? That's crazy.
Damn.
Dark Lord Popo, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Sex Pirates 4, we lost a leg but gained so much more.
Christ.
Statue Breaker, thank you for the year of sub. And been following this since early campaign 1, but for some reason my Prime sub hasn't been auto-renewing for a while. Anyway,
okay.
good luck killing them gerblins.
Primes are manual.
I think you can set it to auto renew.
I don't trust Twitch. I'm just saying.
Oh, if you mean the Twitch Prime sub, then yeah, you have to use that every 30 days. It doesn't auto renew.
Yeah.
Faye Raven, thank you for the 100 bits. Title suggestion: A Capsized Spiral, Airborne Goblins Smackerel. It's a bit of a mouthful, but
Yeah.
Sky Ender, thank you for the 50 bits. Don't forget, you guys have a clown wizard on that ship. No, just a balloon wizard.
No,
Yeah,
it's
don't-
balloon
don't
wizard,
assume.
right?
A
They are
clown
not
wizard
the-
is
they are
something to
not
be
the same.
feared.
Yeah, Balloon Wizard, fun, family friendly. Clown Wizard,
Imagine.
absolute
No, hey,
eldritch
wait a minute.
abomination.
No, you know what? Campaign 3, I'm a clown wizard.
Eldritch
Imagine.
Clown
abomination.
wizard, that's the guy who
It's not
teleports
even
your butt onto his head.
Can
Yep.
you imagine? Can you imagine being like a goblin, being like, "Hell yeah, we're gonna ransack this place," and then as you fly, you hear.
Monty,
You land on the
you're
boat.
manifesting. You are manifesting my next character. You know this.
You
right?
land on the boat, the door opens, and you just hear as one dude walks out.
Wait, no. Off in the distance, you just hear.
No, he's coming. We gotta get out of here.
Stop screaming! Their senses are based on movement and screaming.
It's too late. I'm here.
I've been here all along.
Ah!
Did somebody say birthday?
Avantris
I'm
is
gonna
gonna
take
sue
you to
us.
clown college.
Man, Ventress, please don't set
It's
us on
an
fire.
Edwin voice, okay? It's not their voice.
Avantris invented it.
No, it's
You
Ed
got
Win.
his
Screw
glasses,
off.
boy.
It's Ed Win.
Ventress invented it. They made a time machine, went back and invented Edwin.
Yeah, right.
This is how some actual plays disappear. Lotsamy the robot, Lotsamy the coffee robot, thank you for the 600 bits. The episode takes the line in SpongeBob, "If nautical nonsense is something you wish,"
I think you wish.
to a whole new meaning.
Oh yeah, we out here.
Fill up like a fish.
Mikan Pachi, thank you for the 15 bits. Ozito. Also, we came up with a cool idea for my character. At level 4, I'll multi-class into Cleric, and he'll use his slime to Whall. We decided that he is an aloe vera slime illithid.
Oh my god. Illid, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, illid, right.
Yeah. No, that's see, chat, all this and more if you check out my Patreon and get the living index. 50 playable races for $30.
We've got from Thunder. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, sure. I should wash my brown rice with soap and water. Got it. Yep,
No.
there you go.
No.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, and you should chew on your dice too.
Mungfish, they give you the 100 bits. Rebot for title suggestion, Bloons Tower Defense.
Wow.
Holy shit. Oh.
Wow.
That's really good too.
No,
You
that's
do that.
good. Fuck. Eat the dice.
Oh my god. Daniel Bonin, thank you for the 245 bits. Sex Pirates 14, a Realm Reporn.
Oh my! Shut up!
No, that's the title. That's the title now.
No, there's no
Yes!
way you two
Yes!
let us get away
Oh
with
my
that.
Yes!
lord.
There's no way.
Can you imagine Yoshida fights it?
What is
Yoshi, I
this
don't-
bullshit? I'm killing Hori Boulder.
No!
Wait. Sorry, did you say
Nightmare.
Hoary Boulder?
Yeah.
Hori Boulder.
Like
Sex
the color.
Pirates 15, Hoary Boulder.
Shut up.
Hori Boulder.
Yeah, with a W.
I love him. Please don't kill him, Yoshi P. He's my favorite character.
Just sits there with his arms folded in a fucking chair.
Nightmare,
Big.
he says.
Skyender, thank you for the 50 bits. What about not safe for work for a title suggestion? It's true.
I think we
that's
already
been
have not
very
safe for
unsafe.
work.
Yeah, I was about to say, not safe
Yeah.
for work's a title.
Title suggestion should say Wark, not work. Yes, indeed. Faye Raven, thank you for the 100 bits. Just realized Jonah hasn't heard the joke. Well, now he won't.
Aw.
But thank you for the 100 bits. They're very proud of this joke, for some reason. Defective Sheep, thank you for the 5 subs gifted to the community. Your Conscience, thank you for the 10 bits. Episode title, Finding a Peg to Stand On.
You
Damn
guys are
it.
doing some real good ones this week. Damn.
Heavy lifting.
Some petting
Dugga
too.
40, thank you for the 100 bits. Possible title suggestion, Bats, Boats, and Bucklers. Mikon Pachi, thank you for the 10 bits. By the way, Zito, me and my DM came up with a cool new homebrew ability for your Illid homebrew. It's called Engulf Armor. It's similar to the Engulf ability, but it's used to protect allies, where the Illid basically tanks the damage towards the enemy.
Chat, all I'm saying is that you keep hearing about this race, but you're not seeing any of it. If you just go to my Patreon or my Ko-Fi, buy the Living Index, and you can find out what the fuck is happening.
Mungfish, thank you for the 100 additional bits. No chance this works. My brain latched onto Pirates of Wark Water.
Oh,
Fuck! That's really good.
I don't know how we're gonna pick. I like that one a lot.
Oh,
too.
these
too many
are
good
hard,
ones.
dude.
Oh, we've got more. Arthur Harris Ferona, thank you for the 37 months. Good morning, everyone. Getting ready for work. See you in the VOD.
See you there.
Roby1 Kenobi, thank you for the 20 bits. Gaius, get off my plane. Yas Queen Slayer, thank you for the 100 bits. Episode title, Sex Pirates 3, Fiery Passions.
oh, that's good too.
What the? My fucking
Yeah.
god! Sex
Callum
Pirates 7,
draws.
batten down the missing mass.
Sex Pirates 8, the 8th one.
8. Splat Tim, he does it.
20 bits from Callum Draws. Episode title, Ships Going Down.
I'm yelling.
Sentao Cry, thank you for the 100 bits. If your pillar experiences a burning sensation, please contact your cleric or wizard.
Wizard.
Who the fuck just put my Ko-Fi dono to 92%?
There you go.
God dang.
Real gaming
What?
hours.
Sex pirate fans.
Yep.
True.
They're ravenous, dude.
What can I say?
Oh my
Sex
god.
sells. Gamaliel, thank you for the 63 months. Thunder! Wow, wow, wow. Thank you for the 3 bits. Title suggestion, Bat and Down the Hatches.
These are so good, man.
The additional 3 bits from Thunder. Wow, 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 wow. Title suggestion, Through the Spire in the Flames.
We carry on.
I mean, come on.
Come on, high five me.
Yeah, you went exactly where my bro. Ow, my face.
Dice Ruler, thank you for the 14 bits. My Rune Knight made his first masterwork weapon, a cane rapier called Counterpoint, for the rogue, his best friend, which in real life is moving away, so it's a fitting farewell gift for the character.
Aww.
Aw.
P.S.
Now you got it.
My
I was gonna
orc
say, now-
gave the halfling rogue a hug, with which the rogue rolled a natural 1 strength check and broke his back.
Oh.
No!
I was gonna say, now you have to buy your friend a real, like, cane sword, but I'm pretty sure those are actually very illegal to own because they're considered
No, they're
concealed
not.
weapon.
So long as you don't walk around with them like a psychopath.
It depends on where you are.
Yeah, I know they're illegal here, so.
Some states
mean-
it's illegal, some states it's not.
It's America. You can carry concealed weapons if you've got licenses for them.
Depends on
Yeah.
the state.
Depends on the state, but yes.
Yeah.
Huge fucking asterisk.
Yeah, I was about to say, I just look at New York's gun laws. Yeah, asterisk.
Please continue, Connor. Sorry.
Check your local gun laws. Or don't. We're not cops. Stellar Coyote, thank you for the 100 bits. In honor of Sex Pirates 3, here are some more titles from the pirate romance genre. Enjoy steaming stories like Secrets of a Treasured Heart, Seas of Love, Storms of Lust, or our bestseller, Hey Baby, Let's Do It on the Gangplank.
What? Fuck off! Those are good! You're giving me fuel for Kelpie!
Callum Draws, thank you for the 5 bits. Hi, can I get my eScan extra crispy?
Would you like a side of potatoes with that?
Look at a fucking.
Oh, sorry, they're supposed to be called fries.
Thunder. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you for the 3 additional bits. Title suggestion, Rex Pirates 3.
Rex Pirates Re.
Trying to get
Yeah.
around this.
That's
tax
pretty
pirate.
good. Like, Rex, yeah, like WR.
ECKS.
That gets us around,
Triple.
like, the title.
I'm also, I will say I'm still really partial to Through the Pyres and the Flames.
Callum Draws, thank you for the
Spire,
5 bits. Otho dramatically tosses his jacket overboard. Dude, wasn't your wallet in there?
Single tier.
Oh no,
He
my
didn't-
identification.
He didn't just toss it overboard, he just left it on the floor.
Hey, I found Otho's wallet.
That's fine. I need to pay
Wait.
2 idiots with it.
Damn, he's got a gift card to Sephora in there.
It says it's
That's mine.
birthdays.
When the hell did you get a platinum card?
It was a gift.
Wait, he's got an Electrum.
Honorable member AARP.
Oh, fucking god.
Amateur Crastinator, thank you for the 10 bits. Title suggestion, Burning Passion or No Leg to Stand On.
Fuck!
They're pretty good. Zenlita, thank you for the 100 bits. Ship's on fire, yo. The boat's on fire. We don't need no water like the
What the
motherfucker
motherfucker
burn.
burn! I know exactly where you got that from too.
Dice Ruler, thank you for the 6 bits. The Rune Knight Fire Rune is the awesome addition. Is awesome in addition of the effects of all the tools are double proficiency, meaning you get the skilled feat. You'll have 4 tools with double proficiency. Ah, damn. Funkmaster Grunty, thank you for the 100 bits. This balloon wizard's spells must be quite the powerful batch. I hope her ultimate is a massive Mr. Patch.
Nice.
I love you, Funkmaster Grunty, the 69 Lord.
yeah.
Dark Lord Popo, thank you for the 100 bits. Title suggestion: Red Flags.
Wasn't that a one for season 1?
I don't
Maybe, I
remember.
can't remember.
I know he
That
had
feels
Red
familiar.
Sky at morning. Dino K, thank you for the 21 months. 21. Also, what did I walk into? Boat's on fire. Noki the Throw, thank you for the 95 bits. I got to play as my Throw Noki for the first time in Dragon Heist.
Hell yeah.
I threw a bucket at a
Yo.
troll, and it chased me up the stairs with a great sword, so I pushed it back down the stairs, and it broke its neck.
Chat, another race you can find in the Living Index.
I drew Noki the Throw's character too.
Yo, I need
As
to
a
see
commission.
that.
Yeah, have I not shown you that? It's really good. It's one of my
Oh,
favorite
you
pieces I've
haven't?
done. You can
People
find
are
it.
using my content. I need to see.
Dice Ruler, thank you for the 5 bits. It was in the game, not in real life. Phew. Sky Ender, thank you for the 50 bits. Last title suggestion, Yo-Ho, Peg in the Deck. And Lossamy the Coffee Robot, thank you for the 500 bits.
There we go, Zito.
He throws that shit off to reveal his Like a Dragon tattoo of Panic
my
Grim
God.
Tongue on his back.
Oh my god.
If Otho had a Yakuza tattoo on his back when he threw it off, it'd be really funny because then he would shift and it would get all covered up by fur.
It's true.
Oh, what a cute character. Holy
Or
shit.
if it was really
Is it
cool,
cute?
like it's
Yeah.
oh, that is cute.
It has the exact same pattern on his fur. Damn, I'm gonna get into a fist fight with a goblin on top of a building.
All this for a lot.
And that's it. That's all we got.
All right.
Cool.
I have
We
I
did
have
it.
a raid suggestion. We haven't
I
rated
also have a
them.
raid suggestion.
I got Siggy with 9 viewers.
Ooh.
Oh, I was gonna suggest
Siggy.
Dawn, but I'm good with Ziggy.
I think we rated Dawn last time.
I would love to kindness war throw folks over to Siggy as well.
Yeah.
Let's raid
Sure, go for it.
Siggy.
Sigmund. All right.
Sigmund.
What should our raid message be? Sex
Us.
Pirates 3. I feel like Sex Pirates 3.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Sex Pirates 3.
Sex Pirates 3, don't worry, chat. Us will make it one day.
Sex Pirates 3, the third
Sex
one.
Pirates 3.
Sex Pirates 3. You know what? No, that
Just
makes
a heads
sense.
up.
3, the quest
Just
for
a
more
heads up, they
money.
are playing Deltarune. There may be spoilers, so just a heads up on that.
Oh,
But-
careful.
Hit them with some love. We're gonna be rating Siggy Q with Sex Pirates 3. All right, take
Yes.
care,
Bye,
everybody.
chat.
See you next week
Bye.
for a one shot.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
The Howie
Rip.